also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and I show you what my life is like. So this is Saturday's live stream. This live stream is all about manicures. As you can see, I did change my nail polish set a little early, but don't worry, we'll still get like the manicure vibes because I do have to do some touch-ups, and this is the product that I use as my base coat and top coat for this hand. I will say I kind of do like this as a base coat. It's my first time using it. I'm also dual streaming on TikTok right now. Hey King of the Weather, welcome to the stream. Who's on the stream for TikTok? I can't really see your names, but good morning, good morning. Glad you guys can be here. Yes, I'm doing well today. How's everyone doing today? Hey V, glad you could be here. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and I show you what my life is like. On this channel, y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I got fashion videos, education videos, travel videos, technology videos, hair videos, manicure videos, and a lot more. So what are we saying, guys? Hey Dangerous, glad you could be here. Hey, welcome. If you guys have a question, comment, or concern, feel free to type it, but I'm going to be doing some stuff to my nails right now. It's not going to be a full manicure because I did change the color, but I still have to add the top coat and add some touch-ups. So what are we saying? Hey Cam, glad you could be here. Cam said, hey Mia, hi. I'm literally doing my own manicure right now. Nice. Do you have any tips for clean cuticle cleanup? Mine always looks so chopped. So yeah, tips for clean cuticle cleanup. If you have one of these, this is a cuticle pusher, or if you don't have one of these, what we always have in our house, we have a random piece of paper. Take a piece of paper. Where's the paper? Take a piece of paper, fold the paper in half, Cam, and then to clean your cuticles, you're gonna have to have a very steady hand. You can just easily just scrape around your cuticles, right? Or you can just do your manicure and then wait towards the end. Go find some Q-tips in your house if you have that, and dip the Q-tips in nail polish remover, and then just wipe around your cuticles. But you want to do that after your manicure is fully dried if you're going to use the Q-tip method. If you're not going to use the Q-tip method, you can just like scrape it off while you're simultaneously doing your manicure. But welcome everybody to the stream. Glad y'all can be here. How's everyone going? How's everyone's day going today? I was supposed to stream yesterday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I hope y'all saw that announcement. I could not do that stream yesterday because I was not feeling well, but I did go to the pharmacy yesterday, and they recommended that I take some medicine. I forgot the name of the medicine, and I've been taking it. I took one pill yesterday, one this morning, and I'm feeling much better. So yeah, feeling much better. 1 second, guys. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, what are we saying? Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm also dual streaming on TikTok and YouTube. So for the TikTok audience, the way my live streams work, if y'all have a question, comment, or concern, feel free to type it and I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. But if not, hopefully you sit back and you enjoy the live stream. Okay, what are we saying? Okay. But what's everyone's day looking like today? It's Saturday. Normally I would go to the gym on Saturday, and even though I'm feeling better, I don't want to fall down, so we're not going to the gym today. We'll try to go to the gym tomorrow for sure. Cam said I have the metal stick, okay, but when I go to cut the cuticles, I either bleed or oh, you're not doing it well. No, you're cutting live skin, Cam. I know what you're talking about. Where is mine? Don't cut live skin. What I want you to do, I cut off my cuticles already. But what I want you to do when you're doing your nails, take the cuticle, you're going to push back. I don't have any dead skin. I don't have any cuticles because I cut mine off, but you're going to essentially push back, right? You're going to be very gentle with it. And then as you push back, you'll see that your cuticle is going to start to flake up, right? And when your cuticle flakes up, Cam, you're going to take this. This is the cuticle cutter right here. Make sure that they have this part in the center. if normally it's flipped downward. If it's flipped downward, it's kind of hard to use. Make sure it's flipped upward, right? Like that. So it's like opens and closes on its own. And then what you're going to do with that dead skin that flakes up, Cam, you're going to cut it off. You're going to be very gentle with it. And if you feel pain at any point in time, you're not going to stop. If you feel pain, stop, because you're cutting live skin. If it hurts and if you're bleeding, you're cutting your live skin. That's where you get infections. That's where it's going to hurt. So yeah. And I did do a video close up where I showed you guys that. So that video, just go watch my most recent, not my most recent, but my full nutritional YouTube video that I posted for y'all when I was doing manicure. But welcome to the stream, Melly. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Okay, glad y'all could be here. Hey V, hey King of the Weather, what's your day looking like today? You're going to Washington County, Oregon today. Very nice, very nice. Have a great time in Washington County and Oregon. Is it just like chillaxing, Christmas shopping, or going to see a Christmas tree? What's there to do in that county of Oregon? Okay, what are we saying? Okay, so you're gonna go somewhere today. That's always fun. Cam said, okay, I did it, I think. Okay, I got the middle finger clean off, no bleeding. Maybe I'm just being too fast or aggressive. You need to slow down. No, it is a slow process that you need to take with it. I'm always nervous when I cut my own cuticles, right? And sometimes when you're doing your manicure, you don't always need to cut it, right? So sometimes you'll be doing your manicure and you're like, hey, I don't think I need to cut any cuticles off. Don't cut it. So 9 times out of 10, the idea of cutting cuticles is just to make your nail bed a lot longer, right? When you cut your cuticles off, is just to make your nail bed longer and to make it look like a Russian manicure, which everybody seems to like on social media, where your nails is just clean. But yeah, it's a lot of trial and error that goes into it. Even myself, even though I've been doing my own nails for a while, I still get scared when I cut my own cuticle. So the reason why we are not taking off this set of nail polish right now is because I was sick yesterday, but then I started to feel better a little bit throughout the day. So I was just doing my nails simultaneously. Little snap, so that's why. Did somebody... Oh, you sent a heart puff. I didn't even see that. Thank you so much. Who sent that? One gal. Thank you so much for sending a heart puff on TikTok. Really, really appreciate your donation for you sending a gift. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. Owie. All income made off of social media goes in its own separate account, and you're helping me get one step closer to paying off that debt. So thank you so much. I'm getting used to the TikTok format and layout of things, so that's why I didn't see it initially. But what are we saying? Are you a nail tech? No, I'm not a nail tech. I guess if we're saying I'm a nail tech, I'm Uniquely Mia's nail tech, and I'm Uniquely Mia. So I'm my own nail technician, but no, that's not my career. I didn't go to school for that. I just like natural nails, and these are my natural nails. So, and like, I like changing my nail color a lot, and it would be very costly for me to go to the nail salon every single week, right, to do my nails. So I have accumulated a lot of nail polish throughout my life, and this isn't even my full collection of polish, right? So there's 2 ways you can get great at something. One, you can go to school, pay attention, and study, or you can just teach yourself and do it over and over and over again, and you'll become knowledgeable about that subject, right? So I became knowledgeable through trial and error and through practice on myself. Hey, cats and Pokemon, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. How's everyone doing today? I would love to know. I'm trying to see these comments on TikTok. It's like underneath a glare. All right. Hey, one gal, you're such a charming darling. Would love to date you. Thank you so much for your kind words. However, I am married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing. So thank you so much for telling me what you would love to do. But yeah, that's not happening. But you can always like the video. You can subscribe or follow along to the Uniquely Mia community and just engage with the content. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, what are we saying? How did your presentation go, Cam, though? What research, like, did you present on, if you're able to share? I'd love to know. Okay, you're going to get soccer equipment. Very nice. Hey, how are you doing, Elaine? Glad you could be here. V asks Mia, why are you chill? How else am I supposed to be if not chill, V? How else do you want me to be? I guess this is just how uniquely Mia is. So yeah, this is the nail polish that I have at school. It's not a lot, right? But it's a lot for some, but it's not a lot for me at all. But we already did my nails, so I just want to add like the clear top coat onto it and everything. These are my graduation nails that I have in my hand. It's a little mismatch. We know Uniquely Mia's with the mismatch nail polish. For some reason, it's very rare where all like 10 fingers or 10 nails can have the same exact color. I don't know why I'm like that at all. Hey, how are you doing, B? Glad you could be here. Okay, what are we saying? When are you coming back to Guyana in the future? What are we saying? Okay, read that. Are you going to redo your current nails? They're so pretty. Thank you, Cats. No, I'm gonna leave this on because what happened was, as you know, Cats, I think you were on that stream yesterday. I wasn't feeling well, and that was early in the morning. So later on in the evening, I started to feel okay, but I wasn't 100%, and I needed something to do. So I did take the initiative, and I did paint my nails, right? So this is what I did yesterday evening. When I tell you this took like hours to do because I was like, I got up and I felt better, and then I didn't feel better. So I did this, but I will be adding top coat on. This is the steel nails that I got yesterday because my nail cracked. I got this from Walmart. I think I like it. It's very rare for me to like use a base coat product for one day and say I like it, but I think I do like this. I think it's like definitely made my nails a lot harder for some reason, and it works as top coat, base coat. So we're gonna see next Friday if my nails grew. Like some people on social media has said that this product has made their nails grow within a week. And this is not sponsored in any way. As y'all know, when I use nail products or food products or clothing products, just any product, I like to give my review on it for y'all. So I do think this is a good product. So we're going in with glitter vibes. More recently, I guess the longer my nails grows, the more it's easier for it to break, right? Or I just want it to be more protective. So I say all that to say, as you can see, and if you go back and watch some of my videos from like prior weeks, you can see Uniquely Mia has had a pattern with when I do my nails, it has like a glitter tone to it where glitter's on top of it. The reason I do that is because when you put glitter on top of your nails, if you didn't know, you're about to know, it protects it a lot more. It works as a nail hardener. The reason why is because glitter, it's very difficult to come off. To take glitter off your nails, you need to soak it off. So that's a tip for y'all. If you don't want to spend like $5 a bottle for nail strengthener, just go and get like $1 because they sell like nail polish that's glitter for $1 and just paint that on top of your colored polish and it'll stay on for a while. So that was a lot of talking. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Hey girl, hey, I haven't seen you since oh my gosh, okay. What are we saying? Hey Miracle, glad you could be here. I don't know who that is, Miracle. What are we saying? Okay, read that. Hey Andrew, how you doing today? V said, I dare you to eat the one chip challenge. I dare you to eat the one chip challenge. What is that? I have to look into that. I'll just look into it. Just because you dared me doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I'm not really a person to do dares, right? But I'll look into the one chip challenge. In my head, when you say the one chip challenge, V, I'm like, you dare me to eat one chip? I don't have chips in my room, right? Or are you saying you dare me to eat like a whole bag of chips in one setting? I feel like I can see that happening on social media, that trend. Don't do it. It's spicy. Oh, King of the Weather. Thank you for the clarification. So, are you guys talking about like that? I remember when I was younger, like on social media, people would eat like the hottest chip in the world. For some reason, they would always sweat. If you're talking about that, that's too hot. I don't think I could do that. Hey, Chunkin, glad you could be here. Okay. Kat said, Mia, I re-intensified my sickness. My mucus went from clear Back to yellow. Oh no, I'm coughing again. Sorry if that's TMI. I thought I was resting enough, but I guess I wasn't. No, and that's so real, cats. That's so real because like I said, when I initially started feeling not well or not the best, when I started feeling sick, the day after I thought I was feeling much better, and then I wasn't. So yeah, I feel like it takes at least a week to recover from a sickness, but I feel like you should feel 100% if you're taking medicine, at least maybe like 2 days after, or ideally the day after, right? So like now I'm feeling okay, right? And I started taking like officially the medicine the pharmacist prescribed yesterday, and I feel she's talking about how she's feeling okay and she's coughing. Wow. That's great. That's great. That's very funny. But I'm saying this to say, like, I feel better today, but I know I'm not 100%, which is why I'm not going to the gym right now, because I know I'm not 100%. And then tomorrow, I don't know. But this morning, I woke up and literally I had to, like, I was coughing the mucus out. I was coughing it out, and, like, my nose was all runny and stuffy. So I think the doctor recommended me that I get Zyrtex. So you could probably try that, cats. Let me go get the box for you and I'll show it to you. Okay, this is it. Zyrtec. This is what the doctor recommended. I'm not a pharmacist or anything like that, guys, but this is it. So if you want to try this, they said it's for allergies. I don't have allergies, but the pharmacist said it would work. It says 24-hour relief of sneezing, runny nose, itchy and watery eyes, and an itchy throat or nose. And it's a pill. So I took one pill yesterday and I took one pill this morning. So yeah. I don't know. I'm now reading the box and it says 24-hour relief. So I'm like, is that actually curing it, or is it just like numbing the symptoms for like 24 hours? Hey, how you doing, Prison? Glad you could be here. She acts like a know-it-all, and it's so obnoxious. Thank you, thank you. You think I'm smart enough where I'm acting like a know-it-all? Slay to you. Thank you so much. Like, that's so great. Thank you. Hey, Evan, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Holly. Okay. You give me daughter vibes. I mean, thank you. I am a daughter to my mom, so I'm glad that I give daughter vibes. Like, that's always great. Hey, Forever 21. Glad you could be on the stream. Why so colorful hair? Because my supporters on YouTube, y'all chose this hair color, right? Remember when I was home and my mom, she was like, should Uniquely Mia get all black hair, or should she get like Beyonce-inspired hairstyle? People who are on that stream, you know who you are. You voted for the Beyonce-inspired hair color, so if y'all don't like it, I'm looking at y'all if y'all don't like it, guys. Okay. What are we saying? But how's everyone doing today? What are your plans? I know King of the Weather said they're going to go out and get some soccer gear today. So that's really, really awesome. Okay, let's see. King of the Weather said I also felt sick on a random Monday. It was my throat. I drank water tea, nothing worked. Oh, well, yeah, definitely go to the your local like pharmacist or doctor and get some medicine that you could take. I don't think this is, yeah, get the lower dose of this if you want to try it, or you can always just like go and see if it's something else. But honey and lemon should definitely help, and Vicks should help as well. Yesterday I also did drink honey and lemon, and then I literally like put Vicks on my neck, and then I didn't put Vicks isn't on my neck now, which I probably should put Vicks on now as well. But yesterday Vicks was on my neck, and then Vicks was like on my nose, and I think that also helped a little bit in recovering. Okay. Hey, Drake, glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. Drake said, shut up. How does she act like a know-it-all? That's funny. But you know what? Maybe it's like my internal, I don't know, my vibes. I feel like that's a compliment. I feel like people take that as not being a compliment, acting like a know-it-all, though. I'll take that as a compliment. Like, you're just looking at me and you're just hearing my voice and you think I'm a know-it-all and I'm super duper smart where I know everything. Slay, that's a compliment. Thank you. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? Hey, Brat, how are you doing today? Your nails are so cute, or so teeth. Thank you, thank you. Glad you like my nails. Not sponsored in any way. However, this is an affordable nail polish. I think this is LA Colors on this hand. This is LA Colors. This is, there's no number on it, but it's LA Colors. And when you go to the store, I feel like you can definitely find it. It was $1.98, so it wasn't a bad price at all, in my opinion. Honestly, all my nail polish here. This is LA Colors. This is LA Colors. This is Sally Hansen. LA Colors. So yeah, I buy affordable nail polish for sure. Hey BQ, how are you doing today? Okay. Kat said, I like the business lady coat, Mia. Nice power shoulders. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's cold in my room, so I didn't want to wear the same sweater that I always wear. I was going to wear like that sweater that I got in Canada, but this is actually from the men's section. So yeah, if you guys want to find, I don't think they sell this anymore because this thing is old, but that's where it is. I think the brand is IMC. So it's very comfy. It's like gray here, and then it has like the white t-shirt material is the best way I can describe it. And I can also button it if I want, but oh, I didn't even notice. It has zippers. I just go in people's closet and I take stuff. That's what I do with this one. I went in somebody's closet and I took it. Hey, Hot Tea, glad you could be here. Glad you could be here. Hey, Nun, welcome to the stream. Okay. King of the Weather said that was like a few weeks ago. I'm not sure, but I'm fine. Okay, glad you're doing good now. And that happens sometimes. Like sometimes you'll get like symptoms of a cold and you won't do anything and the next day it's gone. So that happened all the time to me. Sometimes I'll be home and like my throat gets scratchy. I don't do anything. The next day it's gone. So it just really depends. Oh my God, bro. It just really depends on what's happening. Ew. Ew. Hey, Nun, how am I feeling? I'm feeling much better than I did yesterday, which is great, right? But my nose is still a little stuffy. I will say I'm not getting hot. I feel a lot more stronger today, so that's always good. That's good. Hey, how are you doing, Hershey? Glad you could be here. Any new comments on TikTok? No new comments. Okay. Okay, let's go over on YouTube. Kat said I was supposed to go to my friend with your friend tonight, but we've been planning it for 2 weeks. Oh no, I can understand how that would be sad. Yeah, because you can't make it tonight. Yeah, that would definitely suck for sure. But sorry. At least you have good friends, Cats, right? So hopefully they don't catch an attitude over that, and just know that in the future there's just gonna be more and more fun stuff for you and your friends to do for sure. Are you excited about your graduation? Yup, 100%. And it's funny because I was on TikTok, and you know how TikTok does the memories for you? So in 2023, my graduation was today. So my school, they pushed back their academic calendar, which I kind of hate. So because they pushed back their academic calendar, my graduation is later this year. But like 2 years ago, I graduated on this day. Obviously, it wasn't a Saturday on that day, right? But that happened. So yeah. What are you saying? Hey, Kamori, glad you could be here. Drake said, you change colors so much. Did you just break a nail the other day? That is true, Drake. That was honestly like yesterday. So that's the reason why. That's one of the reasons why, even though I wasn't 100% yesterday, when I had a burst of energy, I did change the color because this nail cracked and I had to put this on. So this was supposed to be my graduation set, right? It is going to be my graduation nails, but I say it was supposed to because I really wanted to be uniform for my graduation. I wanted to paint both hands the same exact color. But guys, if you know Uniquely Mia by now, especially when it comes to my nails, I can't. I have to do something different. For some reason, I don't like when all my nails are the same color. Like, I like when it's like this, when it's like different colors for some reason, or a crazy design. But I think it's good, all things considering. I do have to put a top coat on this hand. This is the nail that cracked the other day. So we're going to put top coat on this. I feel like I really do like this steel nail thing. I should have bought 2 of them because I know in New York, they probably won't have it. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll just conserve the bottle and not use a lot because I do like this formula. I think it's a little better than Nail Aid, and Nail Aid is what Uniquely Mia has religiously used for a while. I just used it yesterday and I like it better than Nail Aid, so not sponsored, but I do like it. It's a good formula. Okay, let's read some of these comments. Me eat Cheez-Its. I don't have Cheez-Its. I would love some Cheez-Its though. And I did go to Walmart yesterday. That's how you guys can tell that I wasn't faking it yesterday, particularly if you were on the stream with me yesterday and I was really sick, because Uniquely Mia went to Walmart and I didn't get any snacks. I got nothing. No snacks. I didn't get any hot fries. I didn't get any Cheez-Its. I didn't get any Goldfish, nothing. I just went to that Walmart. I literally just got the medicine, and the only reason why I bought nail polish yesterday was because I passed that out. But no snacks, nothing was bought. So that's how you know I was really, really not feeling well yesterday, guys. Kat said, Mia, have you seen the comments Buddha leaves on my channel about you? He's like, lovesick, it's crazy. Oh no, I haven't been seeing those. Hey 33. Hey 7233. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Okay, let's read some of these comments. Somebody asks, continue to be your unique self, stop apologizing. Oh, thank you so much. Will do. Yeah, that's something I guess I need to work on now, because I feel like throughout my life I've identified bad habits that I didn't like. I remember when I was younger, like from like middle school or like elementary school to high school, I remember I would always bump into people and I would say sorry, right? And it's like by accident, you know, like when you're outside in public and you're walking somewhere and you don't see the other person and you just, or you like get up and be like, sorry. Break myself out of that habit, right? So I guess apologizing for having crazy nails is something that I need to stop doing now. But yeah. Kamori's 11 months old now? Oh, that's so cool. Why is Kamori mad or sad, King of the Weather? Okay, I'm doing good. Drake said, yeah, but you couldn't pass it on the nail polish, because Jake, the only reason why though I had to get that polish was because I actually did pass it, right? I actually did pass these two nail polishes. I didn't go out looking for it, and once I picked these up, I remembered that my nail was cracked and I needed to get something to hopefully alleviate the crack, so it doesn't so I don't have to cut my nails off, because I really don't want to cut my nails off. And you know what happened? Okay, so I'm at school, right? And for my birthday, I sent my mom, I wanted her to send me this Essie nail glue that they said fixed cracks, but she didn't get it for me, right? So I came back to school and I was on TikTok shop, getting Uniquely Mia. So I bought the glue off of TikTok shop to fix the crack in my nail. But I thought that I put the address in to send the glue home to New York, to my mom's house. Why is the glue sending to my school? Why are they mailing it to my school? And you know what day they're supposed to be delivering it? On my graduation. So that means I probably won't get the nail glue. So what I'm hoping is going to happen, guys, when packages are returned to sender, do you get a refund on your money? Because I feel like I could possibly still pick up the nail glue on my graduation day if they process it soon enough. But they'll probably have to return it to sender. And it's like the Essie came out with a new product. It's like you're supposed to paint it on the crack and it's supposed to fix it. So I was really excited for that. Come to find out, I sent it to school when I wanted to send it home because I'm not gonna be here. So that's messed up. Who was yelling? That was my roommate. So that's how I know proof of life that a roommate is actually here. Because it's been really quiet. And then then I've been hearing her. Welcome, Bianca. Welcome, None, to the stream. Glad y'all could be here. Welcome, everybody. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. Y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. I got fashion videos. I thought I was gonna cough. Eat with me, education videos, technology videos, and a lot more. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, and join the community today. If you have a question for me, if you got a comment, if you got a concern, welcome, Ollie. Glad you could be here. Feel free to type it. Let me know what you think. Okay, what are we saying? Hey, how are you doing? 6817. Okay, you're gonna be a silent viewer, King of the Weather. All right, thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you for being here, King of the Weather, and for your comments. Hopefully enjoy the stream as a silent viewer. Always appreciate your support. Drake said, if someone bumps into me, they better say sorry. It's a valid apology. But it's like, no, okay. No, okay, so I guess I phrased it a little weird. So I agree with you. If somebody bumps into you, say sorry, but the only time that I used to say sorry in the past is if you're in the store, right? If you're in the store and you're walking, you know, when it comes to let's describe it as Walmart, right? You know, if you go to Walmart and you're leaving the grocery aisle, like you're leaving the grocery aisle and somebody is turning, like coming out into the main road, right? The main road in Walmart, and you don't see that person coming. Why am I apologizing and that person's not apologizing? Like, I didn't see you, you didn't see me, and it like, I feel like I'm not giving a good example, but I just know I used to apologize unnecessarily where I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. You're pretty as well, Ollie. Thank you so much for your kind words. Good morning, Claudia. I'm feeling much better today, right? So the pharmacist was correct, right? Even though Uniqlimia did buy the Robitussin, even though it doesn't expire until 2028, so it's not going to go to waste, right? But it did work, so that's good. So I no longer feel extremely weak, right? I'm not coughing as much. I'm still coughing occasionally. I did take another one this morning. I'm still drinking the orange juice. After the stream, I'll be sure to put the Vicks on my neck, so that's good and all. But how are you doing today, Claudia? Glad you could be here. Thank you, Leah. Glad you love the fit. The dresses from Urban Outfitters. Go to Urban Outfitters clearance section. Top tier. This jacket is from INC, I think. So yeah, thank you. Love positive said LOL, yelling is proof of life. Drake said, yes, you get a refund. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because that's what's probably gonna happen. Like, I feel like I could still get it on the day I graduate because they'll send an email to me. But if I don't check my email, I'm gonna forget it and like I'll see the email when I'm back home. Or it's like sometimes they don't process the package until the next day. So as long as they return it to sender and I get my refund, I'm fine. But I'm like, how did that happen? Because I'm fairly certain I put in the correct address. So that system did not process it well or anything. I don't know. Hey, Olivia, glad you could be here. Claudia said, my neighbor just gave me bread. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, she made it. That's very nice. So excited for the bread and jam. Awesome. What type of jam are you going to eat with it? Drake said, LMAO, yeah, I get it. Boat party should say sorry in the sound. Exactly. It's like a head-on collision. That's funny. A head-on collision, but no, okay, it's not funny. In the real life, a head-on collision is not funny. I'm saying in that analogy, the way you used it, it's funny for sure in that way, but in real life, that is not a laughing matter at all. So yeah, I do understand what y'all saying. Hey, how you doing, Ryan? Glad you could be here. Welcome, Yadi. Glad you could be here. Ooh, hot bread and butter, nice. Yeah, hot bread and butter is very good. When my mom bakes bread, she normally bakes bread around Christmas. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. I love Christmas so much. It's so fun. The spring. It's so fun. So yeah, so fun. Yeah, well, my mom, she tends to make like bread, like she makes homemade bread around Christmas time, and then like literally, guys, in my family, we love my mom's bread. My mom will literally make like 3 loaves of bread like 3 days before Christmas. Guys, on Christmas Day, only 1 loaf of bread is left. Sometimes it gets to only like 1.5 loaves are left. Like half of a loaf is left. My mom has to ration the bread. Like my mom's homemade bread with butter is so good. So good, man. So good. Like y'all missing out from Queen Mother's homemade bread and butter. But what's your go-to Christmas dish? Like on Christmas, my mom always makes pepper pot. I don't really like pepper pot. She makes chicken pepper pot for me because I don't eat the beef, right? It's not the best to me. The flavor, like it's a very strong, my mom's cooking is good. My mom makes it taste good, but for me, the reason why I don't like it is because it's such a strong flavor, but she's like, it's traditional. You got to eat the chicken pepper pot on Christmas, so I eat it, but it's like a very, very strong casserole flavor. It's so strong, guys, so strong. So, and then my mom tends to make black cake on Christmas too. Well, she makes it the day before, like the days leading up. Will she make all this year? I do not know because, guys, literally, my graduation is next week. The week after is Christmas. That's a lot of stuff to be cooking in less than a week. So she probably been making all that. But in previous years, she's definitely made that. What's your go-to Christmas meal, though? Do you guys have one? I might move this tree, even though it's so cool to, like, have it in the stream. I might move it because it's, like, obstructing the view. And, guys, I didn't even know this tree has lights on it. Can I plug it in? When I bought it, I didn't... My nails, I'm like... I don't miss my nails. When I bought it, I didn't know it that. But let's plug it in and see. Oh, my God. so sad. Cheap tree from Walmart. Okay, why am I blaming the tree? I should blame myself. That was my fault though. I was too rough with it. I'll fix it later. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna loosen it up so I can plug it in and let's see what it looks like together. I don't think I could unravel everything. That's gonna be too much. That's so cool, guys. When I take it down, you'll see it much close up. Oh my god. This is so pretty. Do you see that? This is so pretty. It lights up and everything. That's so cute. So this Christmas tree will go in my room. I keep saying it might go in my room. I might actually leave it in the living room at home, to be honest. Everybody benefit from the Christmas spirit. Maybe that'll encourage other people to, like, in my house to decorate for Christmas. I'll always tell my mom for Christmas, why don't you get like a Christmas comforter? Why don't you decorate? She's like, no, I've done that. I'm like, yeah, but it's fun. You should still do it. Guys, you think this year we can convince Queen Mother to decorate her room for Christmas? I decorate my room, but she's like, no. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying. Drake said, I might watch Christmas movie this year. Okay, nice. What's your favorite Christmas movie to watch? Like, I've watched some Christmas rom-com movies, just like random ones that appears, but I don't think I have like a favorite Christmas movie, to be honest. Hey, Claudia said the bread is so warm. Ooh, homemade bread is delicious. It will not last long. That is true though. Yeah, it will not last long. You remind me of the girl from The Bear. I've never seen that. Is that a TV show? What's Pepper Pot? Pepper Pot's like, I think it's either Guyana's national dish or the dish they're most known for. I'm not 100% sure. But it's essentially, the authentic Pepper Pot is essentially, it has like cow feet in it. It has like oxtail. I think they put goat in it. It has a lot of meat in it, a lot of beef in it, and they add casrip and like it's very, you cook it for multiple days. So when my mom makes pepper pot, she literally cooks it for multiple days, and it sounds unsanitary when you think about it, but nobody's ever gotten sick from eating it. But it's cooked for multiple days, and they have like a very thick gravy, and you eat it with bread in the morning, and then like for dinner you eat it with rice. So for me, my mom makes it with chicken. That is only cooked for one day. One day, right? Because I don't eat beef. So it's good, but you put cinnamon in it, you put like orange peel in it, I think. It's just like, yeah, one of those dishes. It's just like, it's like such a strong flavor, right? And I'm not used to eating like the flavor of casserole. I'm not used to tasting it, so that's why it's always like iffy for me, but it's good. It's good. Drake said, I love bread too, but my go-to dressing is stuffing. Ooh, what is stuffing though? What is that? Because I always hear about it, but I'm like, I'm not 100% sure what stuff it is. Okay. Hey, Warm, how are you doing today, Warm? Warm. Oh my gosh. Is that another word I can't say? I've said warm. I've said that word before. Worm. Okay, worm. Okay, because I was about to say, what's happening? Worm. Okay, I can say it. Love Positive said, man down. Yup. I'll have to like, I could like tie it back in or something. I don't want to do it now because it might mess up my nails, but I could like, this is not my fault. This is Walmart's fault though, because what do you mean this came off? They didn't super glue it on good. Just pushing it right there. Hey, D7J, glad you could be here. Drake said, I knew you was going to do it. Look how rough you're being. I'm doing good, D7J. How's your day going? Claudia said, I really enjoy these morning lives. You know how to engage with your viewers. Some live streamers barely interact with the viewers. Thank you so much for your kind words, Claudia. Yeah, and like, I'm definitely going to try to engage with all the viewers, all the supporters on the stream, because one, I know y'all are real people. I know you guys don't have to be here, right? And two, I know it takes courage to leave a comment. It does take courage to leave that comment and to ask your questions just to get your opinion on something. Totally understand that. And three, which should have been one, because this is the most important factor for me, I was the content creator on social media who was live streaming when I first started, who was posting those videos when I first started, who nobody's leaving any comments. Like, nobody's asking me any questions, nobody was doing nothing. So I really do appreciate that I was able to create, I guess, a safe space on social media, as I always say, right? Where you guys feel comfortable to leave your comments and for me to respond to y'all. So as I always say, I promise y'all that I will always get to your comment, right? It may take me a while because sometimes the comments get backtracked, and I like to give each and everybody like a significant, substantial response, right? But as long as it's appropriate, I promise y'all I will read your comments for you. Okay. Hey, Syria, good morning, good morning. How's your day going today? Yes, I am doing much better today. My nose is still a little stuffy. I'm coughing occasionally, but not as much as I was yesterday, right? So that Xerox, it definitely worked. So yeah, it definitely worked. Okay. What is I don't know what that is, Night. What is that? Merry Christmas to you as well, D7J. Drake said, oh, I forgot Home Alone was a Christmas movie. I forgot that. I saw Home Alone when I was on the plane. Like, when I was coming back to school, I watched that. It was really good. It was funny. But I don't know how Kevin did it. You know, I would go, like, I don't know how Kevin did that. That's like, by himself. That's crazy to me. Thank you. Miss Peace, glad you love my nails. Thank you so much. Oh, I could do, like, a nail video, like, on the tree. Okay. Home Alone's your favorite. Then you got Friday After. I don't think I've seen Friday After Next. I have to look into that one. Yeah, I've never seen Bad Santa. I think I saw the Grinch when I was younger. Like, I know about the Grinch. Wait. That's the guy who steals the present, right? Yeah, I've seen the Grinch. I've seen that movie. Yeah. Were you wear pink for graduation? Yeah, the bottom of my dress is pink. So, yeah. Then we got the nails. So, we got one pink on, we got two pink on the hand. Where's my pink nail? Oh my god, that's so weird. I can't do it. But like, look, we got the two pink nails. Hey, how are you doing? 69. I'm 80. Glad you could be here. UConn. Okay, beat Texas. In basketball. Nice. I don't curse, so I can't say that. But congratulations. Home Alone's a classic. Yeah, Home Alone is a pretty good movie. Now that you all reminded me that it is a Christmas movie. I've seen part 1 and part 2 in Home Alone. I think they came out with a part 3, but it was a different Kevin. It wasn't the right Kevin. Ew, I need tissue. Ew. So I didn't watch it. But yeah. Okay. We're good. Do apologize for that, guys. All right. Hey, Shadow, how are you doing? You have screamed until your veins collapsed. That's not good. That doesn't sound good. You've waited as my times elapse. Now all I do, is live with so much fate. Live with so much fate. What? Is that a poem? Knight said the thing that puts the thing that's put in the pot with the cow feed is an oxtail. What about it? Wait. Pepper pot? I'm confused on what. I know, yeah, the thing that's put in in the pot with oxtail, it's cow. Yeah. Those are both cow. Oxtail is cow. It's just a tail of it, I think. When's my graduation? Next week. My graduation is next week. It's on, when is it? On the 18th. So on the 18th, my mom will be doing a live stream for y'all at a specific time. So stay tuned for that. I'll drop the time as the day gets a lot closer, what time she's going to live stream, because I don't know what time she's planning to stream that day. But next week on the 18th is the day. So anytime around that for sure. You're wearing dress for graduation? Yes, I am. For my undergraduate graduation, I wore a pink suit. So my mom was like, I don't know what I'm not really one on outfits. I was like, let me just wear the same thing that I already wore. Like, literally, I was going to re-wear an outfit or a new one. My mom was like, nah, you need a new outfit. But I'm like, my cap and gown speaks for itself. That thing was like $400. My mom paid for it. Ridiculous. Honestly, more than $400 she paid for that. So I was like, why does it matter when you already paid hundreds of dollars for my cap and gown? Guys, whoever told you that, the more degrees you got, the cheaper it is, they lied to you. It's not. But, so yeah. So my mom just found, well, actually I found that when it was on sale. I think my dress was on sale for like $50, but the original price was a lot more, but like it was $50 on sale, I think. So I'm happy with it. It is pretty. So yeah. So you guys will see that an outfit reveal on the day of my graduation. I did give you guys 2 sneak peeks of the dress, but it is pretty. I like it. How was your birthday celebration? It was great. It was really, really great. If you guys want to see anything that you missed, just go and check out my full nutritional YouTube video. So shout out to God, shout out to my family. That was really, really fun. Hey, how are you doing, 6980? Drake said it's so hard to describe what dressing is. Okay. My friend Jed, okay, played Kevin's brother in Home Alone. Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, stuffing is just breadcrumbs soaked in broth and mixed with herbs. Okay, so I could have eaten stuffing before. I mean, I've never had it before, but anytime I saw it, I thought they had like some type of meat in it because it always looked like that. So that's why I've never had it before. Sirius said, I think I found the one in Subway of all places. I think Love was out to get me. Oh, okay, cool. Congratulations. Her name was Raspberry Cookie. Okay, hey. Very cool name. Claudia said, Jake, what type of dressing? Ranch, cranberry sauce, etc. Cereal was your first time trying it? Yeah, I want to try that cookie now that you guys mentioned it. So I'm going to have to remember it. The raspberry like cheesecake cookie. It sounds good. Drake said, it's a savory dish, okay, with crumbled cornbread mixed with sauteed celery, an onion, sage, chicken broth, bits of turkey meat. Oh, that's gonna throw me off, yeah. And baked until it's golden brown. It sounds good. Though. What food are you looking to eat on your graduation? Waffle House. I love me some Waffle House. Anytime I'm with my mom, I get Waffle House. So I want Waffle House. And I'm not even a breakfast person, but when I tell you Waffle House is so good with their crisp waffle, nice and hard on the outside, a little flaky on the inside with the sweet syrup, their hash brown is kind of mid, but like the waffle's really good. So Waffle House for sure. What are we saying? Sirius said, first time, Claudia, you must try them. Love Positive said, will you do live and graduating? Yeah, for sure. So yeah, as I said, I'll do the spontaneous live streams for y'all throughout the day. And then on the official day of my graduation, you'll definitely get a live stream, like at the official ceremony, for sure. So I was just thinking in the back of my head, I was telling you guys earlier, I don't know if I'll disclose what school I go to, but at the graduation, the cat will be out the bag. You'll know what school I go to or attended at that graduation, because it's really hard to hide stuff like that when at the graduation. So yeah. So we'll definitely be doing that. So make sure to like the video, subscribe. As I said, I know what time my official graduation is, but as the days get closer, I'll release like the exact time. And for the people on TikTok, the only way you'll be able to see Uniquely Mia's graduation live stream is you're going to have to go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe, because we'll only be streaming my graduation on YouTube. However, for the TikTok people, you'll obviously get like the outfit videos and etc. But if you want to see the official graduation, go over to my YouTube channel at Uniquely Mia. The link is in the bio, and subscribe to the YouTube channel with your post notifications turned on. And for everyone on both live streams, let me know, how's your day going? TikTok, you guys are very, very quiet, so I do hope that y'all are enjoying the stream. But the way my live streams operate, you guys tend to ask me questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer if I'm able and comfortable doing so. I also did do my manicure, so this is going to be my graduation nails. It's not for everyone. I understand that. When you do your own nails, you just do whatever you want because you can change it sooner rather than later. So the only reason, I will say, I was debating whether to change these fingers to make it more cohesive. The only reason why I'm not going to do it is because I did use this this polish on, and this was expensive, so I don't want to like waste the product. But all things considering, it's fine with me. I'm thinking, should I do a design? I don't know, maybe like a design on one of these fingers. What are you guys thinking? Should I add like, I don't know, something to this finger? Let me know what y'all think. Should I add something? If I do add something, it would probably be a mixture of these colors to try and tie it back on this hand, if that makes sense to y'all. But let me know what your opinions are related to that. And if I said change finger, I meant change nail. I can't change my fingers. That would be very disturbing, honestly. Okay. What are we saying? What gifts do I want? Money, money, money. Da la la la. Okay, it's just, I don't want any gifts, honestly. The only people coming to my graduation, shout out to my supporters, love y'all, but my mom is coming to my graduation, and Stu. Those are the only people. They don't really need to get me anything. I don't want them to get me a gift. Like, your presence was a gift in itself, as cringeworthy as it is. But, like, they don't need to get me a gift because, like, they've been the individuals who have, like, the people in my family, the people in my life who have been, like, literally, like, there, right? They moved me in on campus. Like, they just always been a support system, right, you can say. So, like, if other people was come, like my grandmother, like my sister, etc., if they were coming, then they could give me money. But, like, from Stu, my mom, they don't have to give me money. I mean, if Stu wants to give me a gift, he can give me cash. But, like, my mom, she doesn't have to give me anything. At least my mom, she doesn't have to give me anything at all. So, yeah. What are we saying? Unknown said, what's up with the fit? It's so nice. Thank you. I did not know how much you guys like this. So y'all like men clothes is what I'm hearing, because this is from the men's section. This isn't even mine. So you guys like men clothes. Okay. But this dress is from Urban Outfitters. I will say you guys do like this dress too. People in public tend to like this dress. Anytime I wear this dress in public, people always say it's pretty. I don't know why. I guess it's the polka dots, right? But thank you. Dress from Urban. This is from Macy's. INC. Uniquely Me does love an oversized fit. Oversized. I never even wore it out in public. So it's my first time actually officially wearing this outfit. So yeah, thank you so much for your kind words. So yeah. But yeah. And the reason why I say cash anytime somebody asks me for a gift, the reason why, at least in my family, I always tell them to give me cash is because I find that people in my family, if it's not my mom, they can't get me good gifts. They really don't. In the past, people have bought me Christmas gifts and it's been clothes. Guys, it was so funny. I remember one Christmas, somebody gave me a Christmas gift and it was a jacket. The jacket was like extra small. I'm like, thank you. You think I'm that skinny, but I'm not that skinny. The jacket can't fit me. And to this day, that jacket still has the tag on because, like, I don't know any little girls to give it to, right? So what am I going to do with the jacket? I just have it in my room. Sirius said, so Mia, are you going to get the streamer set up at home? Oh, you mean like with the background and like the headphones and the mic, how the streamers do it? I don't know. Like, I feel like the Uniquely Me channel, it's open to a possibility in the future because the Uniquely Me channel, it consistently continues to evolve and change and we get better and better, but we get better in small increments because, like, I don't want to say we get better and better in small increments because, one, like, as I said, all income made over social media, it goes in its own account. So I don't use any proceeds on social media to buy YouTube equipment, if that makes sense, which is why we don't have a vlogging camera yet or etc., right? If I did use that money, I would already had those stuff, but I don't use it. So I save my money. Sometimes my mom will give me streaming equipment as a gift, right? So in the future, for sure, we can, like, get the official setup, how the OGs, like, not the OG, but how, like, the streamers, like Kai Cenat and all the other people, how they have their setup. We can definitely do that for sure. But I will say what's most likely going to happen in the future, I do want to branch out more and actually get started streaming on Twitch. I do have a Twitch account if y'all want to follow me there. It's Uniquely Mia 123 is my username. So, but I've done one stream on Twitch and I've never done another one. So, I say all this to say the Uniquely Mia channel, as it relates to streaming, is slowly going to get better and better and better. Like, I love posting the fully nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts. I will not stop doing that anytime soon. But there's a lot of different platforms you can stream on and people stream on. So I do want to branch out and do that. So in the future, for sure. And we somewhat do have a YouTube streaming set up a little bit when I'm home. Like, we get the vlogging cameras, the black background with the paintings everybody likes, right? The outfits, the hair is a lot more interesting because my mom's there, my stylist, she can do that for me, right? But so when we're home streams, the background, at least the setup, is much better in general. But you guys really like this tapestry, so I'm gonna have to bring this tapestry home because people do like that, I've noticed sometimes. So yeah, okay, let's see what we're saying. But I do want a wireless microphone. I have to look into that. I do want one of those because sometimes when I'm home and my mom takes the camera from me, you guys are always saying, Mia, I can't hear you. So that's one thing that I will need before we even think about upgrading the streaming background or whatever. But we need a wireless microphone. Okay, Drake said, Claudia, that's what's funny. It's not the type of dressing. Some people call it stuffing. Okay, some people call it dressing, but it's not a sauce or condiment. Okay, yeah, because initially I thought it was like a sauce or condiment, but then I read the context in which you used it, and I realized it wasn't. Okay. And Claudia said that ain't no dressing, that's a whole meal. No, it literally sounds like a whole meal for sure. Okay, Kat said do a design. Okay, people said do a design, so we'll go with the design. So as I said, I'm gonna do it on this one finger, mostly because there's an imperfection. Like, I don't know, when I sleep sometimes and my nails aren't fully dry, it makes it indent. So we're gonna use all these random colors. We're gonna use like the light pink, light green, hot pink, and then the blue, just to make it look like this was intentional and a little more cohesive. So okay, I'm thinking what to do. I don't want to do traditional polka dots because I always do that. So, I don't know. I'm gonna think and see what I can do with it. Kat said, I'm with my nieces, so I'm on and off. Okay, nice. Shout out to you, Cats, for your aunt duties. You are definitely top tier aunt for watching your nieces often. So enjoy it. I hope y'all have a great time. Really appreciate you being here. Jake said they usually stuff the turkey with it. Okay, and hence it's called stuffing, but you can cook it without the turkey. I need to blow my nose. I do not want to. I'm sick. I don't want to like fit anything. Yes, Unique Lamia did not buy extra tissue. She's been using toilet paper roll as her tissue to blow her nose, guys. Yeah. You're gonna be muted. TikTok, I don't know how to mute TikTok, so I apologize, guys. But YouTube, you're gonna be muted for this. We're back. That was terrible. That was so bad. Okay. Alrighty, guys, what's happening? Hey, Ollie, glad you could be here. Are you in Guyana? No, I'm not. Are you in Guyana? What's the weather like today? Thank you so much for liking the video. Really appreciate it. What will you use the cash for? I don't know. Whatever I want. Honestly, I'll save it right off the bat. That's what I do with my money. I save it right off the bat, and then if I want to buy something in the future, I just got money to buy from. And it's just like free money, but it's not. It's free money because I didn't have to work for it. It was just given to me, right? So yeah. What are you saying? Say you look beautiful. Thank you so much for your kind words. Sirius said, are you a fan of ABBA, the Swedish group who sang Money, 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 Always Funny in a Rich Man's World? I'm not really a fan of them, but I know that song because it's been going viral on TikTok. So, like, I guess I am a fan of them, but that's the only song that I know by them, right? That's the only song that I know by them. So... But yeah, it's been going viral on TikTok for sure. Drake said, here you go. If you want to leave YouTube, just say that, Mia. I'm not leaving YouTube. I don't want to leave YouTube. Like, I really love YouTube. I love the YouTube app, right? Ever since I was younger, even before I started making content, YouTube was great. Love YouTube, right? But the reason why I'm saying, like, in the future, I will branch out and stream on, Twitch, in addition to, like, YouTube and TikTok, is just because you see, like, some of the most successful streamers, that's where they predominantly stream as well, right? So, like, I love the channel. Love you guys as my supporters. Y'all are great. Really appreciate your support, right? But when there's potential to grow, I want it to grow. I want the channel to continue to grow and grow and grow. Why? It's going to help me get even closer to paying off my student loan debt, for sure. We're just going to broaden the Unique Lamia channel and bring a lot of awesome and amazing new people who don't have YouTube, who don't have TikTok, into the Unique Lamia universe and into the Unique Lamia community, right? So I don't want to say what's the correct way to use it. You know how the saying, you change with the times, right? It's like empires. Think about it this way. The reason why empires rise and fall, more often fall, is because they don't adapt and they don't change with the time, right? I don't want my empire to fall, even though this isn't necessarily an empire. I don't want the Unique Lamia channel to fall, right? So the only way to ensure the longevity of it is to say, yes, I will still stream on YouTube. Yes, I will still stream on TikTok. However, to grow the empire, we need to also stream on Twitch as well. And I'll still have that streaming schedule for YouTube. Like I said, in 2026, I'll be making a new streaming schedule for YouTube. So with that new YouTube streaming schedule, I'm going to have a specific day I stream on TikTok in that schedule. I'm going to have a specific day that I stream on Twitch in that schedule. I'm not going to do it in 2025 just because I already have my official YouTube streaming schedule. But with the new 2026 schedule, there's going to be enough time to stream like on all 3 platforms for sure. So yeah, I'm not leaving YouTube anytime soon, right? What are you saying? Hey Evan, glad you could be here. What's everyone day looking like though? What are your plans for today? Would love to know. And for all the new people who just joined the live stream, I'm Unique Lamia, also known as Mia, and the algorithm knew that y'all wanted to be part of a community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So I recommended y'all to the channel. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, so you never have to leave. I got fashion videos, education videos, manicure videos, hair videos, and a lot more. So somebody asks, None asks, what do you like the most about streaming? I like that I can show y'all things in real time. I feel like that's very cool. And I'm also able to understand my audience a little better, like the people who's watching the videos, engaging in the content. I get to understand your personality a little bit, right? And via our discussions, you guys are able to tell me, hey, Mia, I really like this thing that you do, right? Or hey, I would like to see more of this from you, or something completely new, or less of this from you, right? So it allows me to talk to you guys as my supporters, right? And you guys get to know who Unique Lamia is, like who the person behind the camera is, if that makes sense, or in front of the camera. So yeah, that's pretty cool for me, honestly. Claudia said, I'm going to Costco later than a funeral. Okay. Enjoy your time at Costco, Claudia. And yeah, funeral, those definitely suck, right? That's definitely sad. So, hopefully, like, you get through it, have the support of your friends, have the support of like your family members, and I'm sending you the positive vibes, Claudia. Yeah, funerals, that's really that's sucky. You can't really enjoy a funeral, right? But at least try to stay a little, I don't want to say positive, but a little positive. Don't let it bring you down too much, right? Yeah, what are you saying? Sirius said, I'm getting ready to go for a Christmas party because I leave next week for my family back in Zambia. Okay, very nice. Awesome. Have a great time at the Christmas party and have a great time in Zambia. I've never been to Zambia, but it's definitely on the list of places that Unique Lamia, Queen Mother, we will definitely visit in the future. Is Zambia one of those countries that goes through the seasons with the different weather, Syria? Because, like, I do know there are countries in Africa who, like, they have seasons. Like, it gets cold, it gets hot, right? Is Zambia, like, is it like that? And if yes, what's the weather like right now in Zambia? So, we got to add a design to our hand. Let's see what we're thinking. Let's open each polish. And see. Okay, so this is the blue. Okay, it's the blue. And then this is Sally Hansen. This is color 360, Pound to Pavement. So this is this green right here. It's like a light green. It's not too bad. Okay, let's see. On my lip, guys. I don't know if that's definitely on my lip. Oh no. Oh, right there. Okay, I think I'm good. So we got this. This is the green. I will say this is very thin. I didn't know it was so thin. That's the only thing with Sally Hansen that I really don't like. Their formula is really thin. Then we got the pink. pink. As you can tell, this is old. You can tell my polish is old when it has, like, I don't want to say the old polish on the side, but then when it has the old polish on the side and it gets a little flaky when you open the bottle, that's how you can tell my stuff is old. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome, Chrissy. Glad you could be here. How's everything going with you? Ooh, that happens sometimes with the polish. Don't panic if this happens when you open a bottle of nail polish. All you got to do, turn it, take this, twist it like that, like you're closing it. As you open it, push down, so thing, and bam, it's open. Okay. Claudia said, thank you. My mom's friend passed away. She was in her 80s. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's definitely sad to hear. But I guess according to American standards, that's a long time. So, yeah. Claudia said, but I'm always, you're always down to go to Costco for the pizza. Yeah, Costco's pizza. I haven't had Costco's pizza in a while, but when I tell you their pizza's good, I don't know what they put in it, but like, it's very big. So, and their cheese is really good. And sometimes when you get pizza from places that are not like pizza places, you can tell the cheese is off. Costco's cheese is never off. And do they even sell it like in the store to like, do they sell it frozen for you to take it home? I don't even know. What are we saying? Chrissy said, doing great. How are you? Glad you're doing great. I'm doing pretty good, Chrissy. Thank you so much for asking. I was a little sick yesterday and the days prior. I'm still sick today, but I can tell that I'm definitely recovering, which is great. Chrissy said, those colors are like summer, spring colors though. Yeah, you are definitely correct. I'm a person who likes bright colors, right? So I know there are people who exist in the world and they're like, it's summertime. It's time to do only bright pastel colors. And then other people are like, it's wintertime. It's time to do dark colors. I'm not like that. My colors is just goes on what I would like, right? So what happened with this hand, I got a new polish. When I get a new nail polish, I have to use it immediately. So this is more so Christmas vibes that I'm looking at. So I guess that's why they released it. So this is, I guess, would fit more into the season. And then I got bored of this color. So then I reverted back to my bright nail polish collection. And I have a lot of bright colors in my nail polish collection for sure. That's the benefit when you do your own nails. You can paint your nails with whatever color you want. But what type of person are y'all, right? Do you guys more so paint your nails whatever color you want, or do you adhere to the season with your color? My mom definitely falls into the second option, Queen Mother. Sometimes I tell her to get pink. She's never gotten pink. She should get pink. I don't know why she didn't get pink yet. But I'm like, sometimes she'll go to nail salon in like October and I'm like, Mom, get pink. She's like, no, it's cold outside. I'm like, okay. And what that have to do with getting the color pink? Pink is so pretty. Okay, what are we saying? Love Positive said, how did you feel with the comments on T? On the comments on what? On TikTok? What do you mean how I feel about the comments on TikTok? I'm appreciative of y'all for leaving comments. Thank you so much for asking some questions, right? I promise you that I'm not a scary person. You can ask me a question, and if I'm comfortable answering, I'll definitely do that for you. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying the stream. We don't have a lot of comments on TikTok, so for the most part, I am responding to YouTube's comments that I'm getting right now. However, if you guys want to pitch in, ask me something, feel free to do so. Okay. Hey, Evan, how's your day going today? What's the weather like where you're at? Sirius said Zambia gets 2 seasons. Okay, winter and summer, okay? It would rain from time to time. At the moment, it's cold and raining in Zambia. Oh, no. But a lot is changing. Oh, global warming, yeah. I can see how that would definitely affect the weather for sure. Okay. Hey, Godson, glad you could be here. Yeah, not Planchy, stay online. Okay, Evan said they do like summer. Okay, like lilac. Okay, nice. Evan said, I'm drinking some lovely tea, so it's delicious. Okay, very cool. What type of tea is it? What type of tea is it? Will you go at the club after graduation? No, why would I do that? Thank you so much, Claudia, for sending a gift. Jazz hands to Claudia. Really, really appreciate your donation. Okay, you sent a thumbs up. You're helping get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All income made off of social media goes in its own separate account, and one day when I pay a portion, you'll be right there with me. So thank you so much, Claudia, for spending your hard-earned money and donating. And shout out to everyone on the stream. Thank you so much for being here, right? Y'all don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to engage with the content, right? But I really, really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you haven't let me know already, what are your plans for today? I know Claudia updated me on her plans. King of the Weather. Evan, Drake, if you're still there. Syria. I know Syria, you said you're going to a Christmas party. What are your plans like today? Okay. All right. Let me go back. Why not? Why I'm not going to a club after graduation? Because I don't want to. That's why. Yeah, I really don't want to. I feel like, I guess the club that my mom took me to, really appreciative of it, right? I feel like it was more so a laid back one on social media. People who go to clubs, sometimes the ones they go to it's a lot of people, a lot of unhinged, crazy stuff be happening. The club my mom took me to, it wasn't like that. It was more so better, right? They had a lot of people, but they stayed away. No craziness was happening too much, right? So that was always great. But yeah, that's not really, it's not my vibe, I guess I would describe it as. It was cool to go to. If I'm on vacation again and my mom wants to go there and we go there, sure, I'll go there. But if I have a choice, that's not really something I'll choose. Like if my mom would take me and get another massage, she could do that, right? I'll volunteer as tribute for that. But as like for a club, not really for me. Okay. What are we saying? Claudia said, I like those. I like the chill and laid back clubs. Oh yeah. I feel like the club we went to was definitely chill and laid back. And it could have been too because it was like an older audience who was there, right? So that could have been the reason, but yeah. I've never been to a crazy one. Like I said, that was the first club that I ever went to, but I've seen the crazy ones on social media, and it's like, they got a whole bunch of people, and the ones on social media, it's just like so much people, and like you're touching the people, and it's like, where's the space to breathe, right? In the crazy ones based on social media. No, I don't think I'm claustrophobic, but that would make me claustrophobic for sure. Okay. Love Positive said, do you like dancing? Yeah, I feel like dancing is definitely fun. Yeah, I do like dancing for sure. It's fun for me. Lee asks, I've never really been to a club person. Okay, nice. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Find your niche or the thing that you like or really like to do, latch onto it, and that's gonna be great, guys. So I know I said I didn't want to do polka dots, but no new designs came to my head. So it's either polka dots or military print for my nails. And I don't want to do the military print. I do like the polka dots, but the only thing with polka dots in my nail design, I feel like my polka dots are always siblings or cousins more so, right? I'll do an A. I don't know where my nail thing is. I had like a nail design thingy that I could use to get nail polish. I don't have that. Do an A? That would be too big. I can't do an A. I don't have like the right tools. I could probably use this. I don't really, excuse me, do I actually want to try something and mess it up for these nails? Do an A. I would have to use this spatula here. Let me see if I can test it out. Let's see if we can practice a little. You said do an A. Oop, bruh. Ah! Okay, dudes. Thank you. Like my hair? Thank you so much. Shout out to Queen Mother, also known as my mom. She definitely did a great job. Sirius said the club is cool once in a while. Yeah. My mom's always, when my mom was younger, she always likes to tell me that she went to a whole bunch of clubs. So I guess I understand why my mom wants to go to clubs, because anytime on her birthday, she's always like, man, let's go to club app. Like literally, anytime we go to my mom's birthday dinner, she's like, okay, where's the nearest club? Let's go dancing. It burns off calories, which is good. So maybe, but yeah. But my mom said when she was younger, she definitely used to like the club. She said she used to be there every single week or weekend. Is that feasible? I don't know, man, but that's what she said. Okay. And then she said my mom was like, she always had to go a little early because like my mom would tell me the party never really started until like 3 a.m. But now, why are you staying out willingly until 3 a.m.? That's kind of thing. But my mom was like, she used to get there like at 9 p.m. because you got in free. So she used to stay until 9 p.m. until like 3 a.m. just to get in free. True commitment. That can never be me, though. True commitment to the cause, though. Yeah, I don't think I could do the design, guys. Let me see. Maybe not with the green, at least. I tried doing an A. I did the A, but I couldn't get the line to come through. Couldn't do that. Okay, what are we saying? Read that. Any comments on TikTok, on YouTube? We got Sirius said, I prefer hanging out with friends at home. We're going to activities like Topgolf, bowling, or karaoke. Yeah, karaoke is funny. Bowling is fun too. I've definitely been bowling before. I've never done Topgolf. I've seen them on like the videos. I've never done that one though. But karaoke is definitely cool. Kat said, Evan, I don't like going to the club every weekend. I go even I don't like going to the club every weekend. I go like once a month or once every other month. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, and that sounds like, because like you stay out late, right, when you go. It's like the cruise, right? I guess that's why my mom likes cruises so much, because like if you want to go to the club, you could go to the club on a cruise. They got the dancing for you. If you want to do karaoke, they got the karaoke for you. You want to go to a Broadway show, they got the Broadway show for you. So I guess that's why my mom likes the club so much. I mean, the cruise so much, especially around her birthdays, because everything that she wants to do, you don't want to go with me. Okay, it's safe. I can go by myself, right? So yeah, but yeah, and there's no ladies' night there for her. She doesn't have to go there at 9 p.m. for the party to start, which is funny. But yeah, but is that a real thing, cats? Do they still have that ladies' night where you get in free before a certain time? So you got to go ridiculously early, or is that like a no? I'm still practicing the A. No. We need tools. We don't got the right tools. This is botched. We ain't gonna do that, guys. So we're just gonna do the polka dots, and we're just gonna do it on one finger because I don't think it's gonna blend well, but we're just gonna do it to hide the imperfection and to make it a little more cohesive. Yeah. What are we saying? Claudia said, it would be cool if you opened a P.O. box so we could send you cool things. Sarah said a P.O. box would be a cool idea. Yeah, a few of my supporters has definitely shown interest, like Syria, Claudia, I think Evan in the past. Y'all have definitely shown interest in Uniquely Mia getting a P.O. box. Like, if I do get one, it's probably going to be, maybe not anytime soon, but I do have to do some research into that, right? The P.O. box idea. Just have to do some research into that idea on how that would actually operate, how I would like obviously do it safely, things like that, right? Because yeah, like nothing against my supporters, y'all are great, really appreciate you guys. However, I always do have to be safe when I look into doing things. So I really appreciate the thought and you guys wanting to send me cool items. Like, it's really awesome, right? But in the future, possibly, we may introduce the idea of having like a P.O. box or something like that. Okay, let's see. You barely even see the blue against the screen. The screen is such a dark color. Send you the ABBA album. Okay, cool. You'll love it. Yeah, I have to look into them now. I didn't actually know like it was like an official song. I thought it was just like a meme that a random person created. So I'm gonna have to look into it now. Okay. As I said, the polka dots are more like cousins. They're definitely not identical, so it's okay. Okay, we did the pink. We did the blue. Okay, let's do green. Such a watery color. I do like this because when my nails feel weak, Sally Hansen products, I will say, which is good, they make your nails hard. So if you are an individual who has weak, brittle nails or just thin nails, use Sally Hansen. But for me, I use a lot of other products and I like moisturize my nails, which doesn't really often make it weak. So the formula is just too thin for me. What's the best funny movie? The best? I have favorite funny movies, but the best? I don't know. The best? I'll just tell you what my favorite funny movies are, because there's not a best one for me. Like, I love Norbit. Norbit's really good. Trading Places is really funny. But the thing about it, like, they're funny. There are certain scenes that will make me laugh. However, it's not like I wouldn't categorize them as the best funny movie, right? I can critically analyze how each movie was messed up. I've done that before. If you guys want my take on how Norbit and Trading Places and Loki messed up, let me know. But, yeah, but, like, those are definitely the top two that I can watch. And I'm like, hey, that's funny sometimes, and it's also good. What other ones we got? Some horror movies are funny. Some horror movies, I don't know. No, okay, not funny in part of like, oh, that somebody's getting, not that. But I remember I saw Halloween one time, the Halloween horror movie that had Michael Myers in it. And, like, Michael Myers was attacking a house, and the babysitter told the kid to run, and the kid actually ran away. That part was funny, because normally when you watch horror movies, when people tell the other person to run, the other person's not running. However, in Halloween, when that babysitter told the kid to run, the kid was like, okay, I'm out of here. And they ran. Mind you, that the girl did survive, and the kid did come back with help later, but at least he didn't stick around to see what would happen, because that happens too many times in horror movies. Like, guys, in your friend group, let me know, in your friend group, do you have, like, the people who you think would survive and not survive? My mom, she's like, I'm the one running away. I am, like, I'm the one running away. Like, there's somebody, my mom, okay, who, you know what would happen? Okay, let me think about my family. Okay, you know what Stu? Stu would be the guy in the horror movie, and he's the one, let's go and investigate. Stu would hear a noise, and he would be like, okay, stay here, Unique Lumia. Stay here, Queen Mother. Let me go and investigate what's happening. My mom would be the one telling him, no, come back here. But she would be behind him, too. She would low-key be behind him. And I'll be the one, oh, okay, give me the car keys. I'm going to go wait in the car. And I'm down the block. So, yeah, I'm driving the car down the block. So, that'll be us. Jay, okay, my nephew, Jay, we're done for. If you are hiding in a horror movie, don't hide with Jay. That kid will scream and the person will find you. Jay is not hiding with me in a horror movie. He is not. He is not. No. G. Okay, G. G. Are you gonna survive, dude? Are you gonna survive? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Give him the phone. Tell him to turn the volume down. Put him in a hiding spot. He might get lucky. He might get lucky. At the same time, he might not see the guy coming, though, because he's attached to the phone, right? My mom, she would be like the final girl. She would kind of like, she'd be the final girl. Like, she would follow Stu, but then she would probably knock the guy out, and then she would run away, and she would be the one fighting in the end. So she would be the final girl who would survive. Me, I would run away, but my problem with running away, there's always multiple, like, there's always multiple people who's after the people. So, like, I would run away, but, like, would I survive is the question, because I ran away and left them. I don't know. But I'm not the one to investigate. I'm really not. But thank you. Glad you love my nails, puppy. Okay, Zach, you're running too. Yeah, I hate that. Like, sometimes you'll watch horror movies and people are, like, going investigating and doing a whole bunch of crazy things. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Don't do that. Okay, Sierra said the best funny movie is Millers. Okay, I have to look into that. I've never seen that one. I'm looking into that one. Evan said the tea's hitting today. Okay, nice. Identity Theft. I've heard of that one, but I don't think I've seen it. And if I saw it, I was probably really young, so I don't remember it. So I'll have to rewatch that one. You can't stop laughing at Melissa. What are you saying? Sarah said the guys never make it. We look like cowards if we do make it. It's not to say. It's not to say you guys never. You don't look like. Oh, you think you look like cowards because, yeah. I want to say you look like cowards, but y'all are always fighting in the horror movies. That's the thing with the guys. It's like, okay, let me describe the horror movie characters. There's always the girl who's always, like, kissing the boy, and you know they're gonna die. Those two, there's always the girl and the boy couple who's always kissing each other in the horror movies, especially at the worst time. So they're by default, you know they're gonna die anytime you see them on screen, right? there's always the final girl. You can generally tell who the final girl is, but there's always the final girl and her boyfriend. Like, her boyfriend wants to do reckless things, but she's like, oh no, I don't like you at this moment. Or she wants to break up with the guy, but they didn't break up because they were like on a weekend trip and like she don't want to make it awkward, right? That's always the final girl in the horror movie, right? And then they always got the nerdy one or the one who's on drugs in the like the horror movie friend franchise group. There's always that guy. He's the guy. That's one of the guys, Syria, who I can see who's gonna be a coward, because he might survive. He might survive with the final girl, but if he doesn't survive, the thing about him, he'll probably get like injured. He'll disappear for the majority of the movie, and towards the end of the movie, you see him walking out. I'm like, how did you survive? So he's a coward in that moment because he was injured, and throughout the whole movie with all that screaming, he did not come. He didn't come to help. However, I will say the final girl's boyfriend, he always dies because he's trying to like protect her. So like I can see, so I want to say it makes you look like a coward, but like if you didn't die protecting the person, you ran away and left them. So yeah, I can definitely see that perspective for sure. But those are generally the main characters in a horror movie when we're looking at it. And if you don't believe me, watch horror movies, and those characters always exist. In almost any horror movies that you watch, there's that friend group of people, and you can generally tell. I always try to find the final girl. The best horror movies for me personally is when they switch up on you. You think this person was the final girl, but then they do something like, ooh, you ain't the final girl. Oh, who am I rooting for now, right? So yeah. Police Academy is the funniest movie. I feel like I've seen that one. Maybe with my mom, but I don't remember. But I have to check that one out. What are you saying? But for me, one of the most funny movies. But yeah, funny movies, they're pretty good. Like there's really no, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Template of characters for funny movies, right? I can't really think about a template. I mean, I guess for funny movies, there's always the awkward person, right? If we're thinking about movie templates, there's always the awkward character in funny movies, and they turn out to be like super cool towards the end. So I guess that is like how we'd follow the timeline, or what is it, template for characters in funny movies. Sirius said, the kiss and boot, always die, LOL, Freddy versus Jason is the perfect example of what you explained. No, like especially in those Freddy Krueger movies, yeah, yup. Like I feel like yeah, even in like, what is it? Yeah. The only movie that was, like, somewhat deviated from that path was kind of like The Ring. Have you guys ever seen that one? And tomorrow's when so if you guys, if you don't know, tomorrow's Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing our first movie review, right? Our movie review will be about The Thing. I have to watch it. I will say, guys, Sarah, I think I know why you put a sad face yesterday when we chose The Thing. I tried watching it yesterday. It was boring. I stopped watching it. I literally got 5 minutes into the movie. I was like, what in the world is this movie about? It was so boring. But I will force myself to continue watching it. But Siri, I think I know now why you put the sad face when that movie won the votes. Because it seems boring. It seems boring, but I'm going to continue watching it, and you'll get my full review, and we can discuss it all tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, Siri asked a tough question, Mia. Okay. Jeepers Creepers, okay, is chasing you. Ooh, I'm going down. I'm not even gonna run from that guy. And Mom, who's gonna be gone first? I would want to say my mom, because she can't run faster than me, but then when she fall down, I might turn around and try to get her, so then we might go down together, but then I don't know. Why you gotta ask such hard questions for? Okay. Jeepers Creepers is chasing us. Who's going down first? My mom or me? It gotta be my mom. I'm so sorry, Queen Mother, but no, it has to be her. For the sole reason she cannot run faster than me. I've never had a race with my mom, but she cannot run faster than me. So that's the only reason why. And mind you, I would probably turn around. I would probably turn around and try to save her. But then, like, I can't, but then I'm not going to get to her in time, so it would still be her. So, yeah. Hey, how are you doing, Erica? Glad you could be here. How's everything going today? You like the live stream, Evan? Nice, nice. Glad you are enjoying it. Really, really appreciate it. I'm coming right back, guys. I need another tissue. My nose, if you can hear my voice. 1 second. What's this? Okay, we're back. She's back. Okay. What are you guys saying? Any new comments? All right. Welcome back. Unique Lamia here. Talking is good, I guess, especially when you're sick. It really clears up your sinuses a lot faster. Okay. Hey Erica, what's up? Is that I'm doing my nails right now, adding a little bit of design and just listening to y'all. We're having a discussion. Syria asks a very interesting question. So I definitely get my answers to that. Hey Glenn, glad you could be here. Thank you so much for liking the video, Glenn. Really, really appreciate it. How's your day going today? What are your plans? So this is the last pink color that we're adding. I do love a good hot moment for a pink. I feel like out of all the pinks, hot pink is definitely my favorite, especially my favorite color to do my nails. I kind of lied earlier. I told you guys that it's very difficult for me to paint my nails one color. That's a lie. If it's hot pink, I can paint my nails one color, like all 10 fingers. I can do that for sure. Okay. It looks good, but I'm not going to overdo it. Sometimes I would just by default say this one finger looks good and do polka dots on all hands, but we're not going to do it because I know the minute I do that, I'm probably not going to like it. So this is what it's looking like. We're going to add the top coat on. It kind of hides the green too, and it kind of makes it a little bit more cohesive as what we were going for, which is nice. Just the only thing... I hate when my nails dry and it like dried with like, I don't know how to describe it, lint or something. I'm adding a little bit of nail polish remover to this to thin it out. My nail polish remover is ending just in time because I can't bring this home, so it's good that it's ending. So, and I bought this. This is what I'm saying. This is a good brand at Walmart. I've been doing my nails every single week since I've been at school. I got this in August and the bottle was filled. It is now December and look. Practically almost finished. We still got some left. Okay, what are we saying? Sirius said, I wanted to revolt the movie, but I'll soldier through the thing. Yeah, I've just seen the first like 5 to 10 minutes and I had to stop, but I have to force myself to watch it today because I can't do like I can't Google what's the main point. I'm gonna be so lost. So I have to rewatch it. But it might get better. It might get better. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Sirius said everyone would escape the thing. And that's one thing I will say. Because I don't want to say, because I've seen older horror movies, like horror movies that came out like in the 1980s, 1990s. They're not that scary. They're really not. So one thing I always say, anytime I go and see a new movie, like the most recent movie that I saw that made me think this was The Crow. I think it came out this year or last year. I don't remember. But the remake of The Crow, when I tell you that thing was so gory and so violent, they showed you everything. Modern day movies, modern day action movies, modern day horror movies, it is making us desensitized to violence because they're showing you all the violence and they're showing you everything. And it's like, what is happening? And we wonder why sometimes when terrible things happen and like people have nothing major to say about it because kids have access to video games that's showing all this violence. We're going to the movies, watching horror movies, action movies that's showing all this violence, and it's normal, right? I say this to say, when we look at like the older horror movies, at least for me, because I've seen some of them, I don't know the name right now, but I know I've seen some, they're not scary. And even if they have like the slasher type content in those horror movies, they're not showing you everything, right? So they were less, I want to say they were less violent back then, which makes it less scary. So yeah, but you said everyone would escape the thing. So if I ever get asked the question and I'm like, and the question is like, if you had to choose one horror movie character to survive, who would you choose? I guess it has to be the Blob or the Thing, right? As my mom always says. My mom says the Blob is one of her favorite horror movies. That doesn't sound scary. What do you mean the Blob is your favorite horror movie? Okay, if you guys want to ask me what horror movie scared me the most, I don't know the name of it, but I remember my mom showed it to me one time. It was like Mommy Dearest or something. It was the mother. She was poisoning her own kids, and she had her kids locked up in like the attic and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. My mom showed me that movie when I was younger. When I tell you that movie freaked me out so much, I was so scared. I was so scared. I had to look at her like, what are you showing me that movie for? But Rosemary Baby is another one, but that's a TV show. That's not really scary. It's just like a good, well thought out idea of a horror movie show, in my opinion, if you guys never seen that one. All right, what are you saying? Love positive acts. Do scary movies become less frightening if you watch them more and more? I'm an avid horror movie person. I watch a lot of horror movies 9 times out of 10 when I'm going to the theater to see a new horror movie, right? I don't think you become less scared of it. I really don't think, because anytime, the other day I saw a PG-13 horror movie. Wasn't even rated R, PG-13. That thing scared me so much. It was lights out. It scared me so much. So yeah, the more you watch a horror movie, it doesn't make you less scared. But I like horror movies because I think it teaches you stuff. It teaches you how to be careful. Whether that teaching is related to how to be careful when you are around other humans, or if it teaches you how to be careful when you're around spirits or whatever. Horror movies teach you valuable things for sure. What are we saying? Hey Mix, glad you could be here. I think that the movie name, it's Flowers in the Attic. Thank you. Okay, for the movie where like the Mommy Dearest one. Okay, I'll look into that. Thank you so much. So somebody on TikTok said the name, who said that? Mix Beauty said that the name of the movie is Flowers in the Attic. That's not the movie that we're watching this week and doing a movie review on, but that's a good one that we could probably add to the list. That thing was so scary to me. Did you like it, Mixed Beauty, Flowers in the Attic, or are you like, no? And if you guys have seen it, let me know. Flowers in the Attic. Yeah. Okay, you loved it. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, when I saw it initially based on memories a while ago, I was like, it was a good movie. It freaked me out, but like, it was kind of scary because like, how can a mom do that to her kids? I do know, unfortunately, there are like real cases where that has happened, right? But it's like, you decided to have kids and you marry somebody wealthy and new, and you're like, now you don't want the kids no more? Really? Put them up for adoption. That was crazy to me. I've seen, before I answer your question, Sarah, let me go back and see. Let me see. I'm doing good, Zach. How are you doing today? Love positive acts. Why do you think people enjoy being scared in movies? I think it's the adrenaline. There's the adrenaline. I feel like regular humans, like, okay, in America, modern day America, or modern day society, the world, there's people known as adrenaline junkies or daredevils. Those are the people who are religiously bungee jumping out of a plane, doing those dirt biking, like Red Bull. You know what Red Bull is, the energy drinks. You could say they always encourage just athletic adrenaline junkies to do stuff because they're always doing the most crazy, dangerous thing that put their life in danger. I feel like it's the same thing a little bit. But for us, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I don't want to put my life in danger. But I want to watch the horror movie because it brings your adrenaline up. Like when you know this scene is going to happen, but the main character doesn't know yet, your heart gets pumping a little bit. You're hiding your face. You start sweating, right? And I think some people, I'd be scrolling on TikTok sometimes, and TikTok be recommending the most insane videos sometimes. But one video that came up one time was like, they said the reason why sometimes people like watching horror movies and stuff, or action movies, things that just give them a lot of anxiety, is they related it back to the hunter and gatherer lifestyle, right? If you look at the original ancestors before society became what it was, people had to hunt for food. They had to stay up, do different watch hours so animals don't kill them in their sleep, right? Or other humans don't get them. So in modern society, we're very coddled. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that anymore. So I guess you can say it's our inherent need, our human nature, to be in danger, and the closest we can be in danger and the most social acceptable way where it's safe is to watch those horror movies and those action movies, I feel like. So yeah. I know that was a long response, but that's my opinion on it. Syria asks, have you seen Insidious or Sinister? I think I've seen the Insidious ones, but there's multiple parts to it. So I haven't seen all of them, but I've definitely seen it. That one freaked me out. Like, you're telling me there's this other dimension you can go into, and somebody else could come out and you won't know anything. And I can see how that's real. I can see how that could possibly be real, but that was really scary, man. I don't think I've seen Sinister. If I've seen it, I don't really remember what it was about. Claudia asks, or said, Flowers in the Attic. That movie is weird and traumatic. No, it really is. I understand why some characters did certain things, but it's so weird. Yup. If it's the same movie I was talking about, that movie freaked me out. It is traumatic, and it is scary, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. Love Positive said, what kind of apocalypse, okay, is the scariest? Okay, what type of apocalypse is the scariest? Oh wait, before I answer that, let me put some nail polish remover in here. I want to put my top coat on this finger so it can be dried soon. We're not going to use any more of this because I don't want to use over a lot and just make the bottle empty on this one round. I want it to last for a while. I do have a lot of top coat, but they're in New York. They're not at school with me. I left them there intentionally so I don't forget them. So we're working with old nail polish now. And this is what the nail salon does. I try not to do this because when you mix your polish with nail polish remover, it gets thin, right? It doesn't have the full effect, but desperate times, desperate measures. Hey, Clinton, how are you doing today? Somebody asks, are those your real nails? Yes, Chrissy, these are my real nails. Slay to me, slay to me. Yes, these are my real nails. I've been growing them out since... I've been growing them out since September, I think the end of September, and luckily I've had no breaks, right? So, yeah, if you want to grow your nails, moisturization is key. I have made my own secret mixture of different things, but I don't tell you guys that in case one day I want to bottle it and sell it. But for the most part, if you have baby oil, if you have lotion, you can moisturize your hand with that. You have Vaseline, you can use things like that. Just always keep it moisturized, particularly your cuticles. Polished for me, you'll see different videos out on social media. Some people are like, my nails grow the strongest and the fastest when it doesn't have polish. That doesn't work for me, right? I find that if you find a good base coat, I'm not sponsored, but I strongly recommend Nail Aid or this Steel Hard as Nail. This Steel nail polish, Steel Nails. I recently found this yesterday. I recommend these two products. You can also use the Sally Hansen one. I did buy this one. This one's okay. I do like the Sally Hansen Hard as Nail Strengthener. However, I find that it dries my nails a lot. But you just need a good base coat, a good top coat, and keep your nails polished every single week. Sometimes I know you're probably going to have to stretch it longer than 7 days, but every 7 to 10 days, you should be having a neat polish on your nails and keep it moisturized, and it will grow. Okay, let me answer this question. Okay, Love Positive asks, what kind of apocalypse is the scariest? Okay, a zombie apocalypse, a virus, nuclear war, aliens, or climate disaster? Zombies. Because zombies, you can't win. I feel like sometimes when we watch TV shows like The Walking Dead or things like that, we think that we can survive a zombie apocalypse, right? But the more the fact is, no matter how much we're rooting for like Rick Grimes, Michonne, Daryl Dixon, and all the other characters to survive in the apocalypse, right? They're gonna die out. Because you know how a zombie apocalypse work? It's either you get turned into a zombie either by being bitten, or when you die, you're going to turn into a zombie automatically. Because in a zombie apocalypse, at least if a zombie apocalypse happens the way it happens in my TV shows that I've watched, I've seen numerous zombie apocalypse TV shows outside of The Walking Dead. I've seen numerous shows and movies about it. It's something in our genetics. It changes. I don't know if it's the government, somebody releases something into the air, project gone wrong, so it's released into the air, and by default you're breathing in that chemicals. And that chemicals that you breathe in, it changes your biology. So when you die, whether that's of natural causes, you're turning into a zombie. So if you think about it in that way, if no cure is ever found, and no cure was ever found in any of the shows I've seen, except for World War Z, that was the only movie. But if no cure is ever found, zombies are going to take over the world. They're going to take over the world because they multiply faster. They're created faster. And there's no outrunning them. So yeah, zombie apocalypse for sure. Chrissy asks or said, wow, it's amazing. I bite my nails. Even if they grow, I can't grow them. Thank you so much, Chrissy. And yeah, I'm an extreme nail biter. When I was younger, I used to bite my nails religiously. And I thought I stopped that. However, I was studying for like certain things this semester. And I was biting my nails a lot when I was studying for those things, right? So I'm still a nail biter. However, it's the polish. It's the nail polish that keeps me from biting my nails. Because if your nails are polished, you know you don't want to bite your nails because you're going to be consuming chemicals and that can mess up your insides. So Chrissy, if you haven't tried it and you do want to grow your nails, I would strongly recommend that you polish your nails. Polish your nails and with colored polish, because with clear polish you can forget that you have the nail polish on and still bite. So you need to polish your nails with colored nail polish and just let it grow and see how it works for you. Hey, April, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Clinton. Sirius said, if I ever write a script, okay, and produce a horror flick, okay, would you and Queen Mother like to be in it? Or you could add to the script. I need the expertise from other horror fans. Yeah, for sure. Yes to both. Yeah, we would definitely like to be in it. I mean, you can give us main character, but just know we're not actors. But we will definitely be willing to be in the horror movie. And then, yeah, I can definitely do like some copy edits for you. I can read it and give you some ideas. I'm not the most creative writer, but I'm an editor, so I can edit it for you for sure, for sure. Sounds cool. And I've watched a lot of horror movies, so I am knowledgeable about some horror movies. I've seen a lot of them. Hey, how are you doing, R? Glad you could be here. How's your day going today? Sirius said, I think Virus is the best. Okay, so different answer to me. Okay, Sirius said, I think Virus is the best of the apocalypse movies. Like I forgot. Resident Evil is a good one. No, yeah, Resident Evil is a good one. I did really like Resident Evil. It's just like, it low-key confused me. Like, was that real or was it a sim, right? So, but it was good. It was a good movie. And World War Z. Yeah, World War Z was a really good movie. Like, that was one of the first zombie apocalypse type movies that I saw. And it was really interesting to see it. It was really interesting. And especially the idea of, like, an immune person being immune. And then it showed even an airplane. Like, in the back of my head, I always think sometimes to survive a zombie apocalypse, you need to get to a plane and fly away. Infected could be on the plane, right? So that's why my new idea is to get to an island. Like, get to an island, secure the island, and you'll be good. Okay, somebody said, my day is going good. Happy to see you in good spirits always. Thank you so much for your kind words. Yes, I do definitely try to live stream when I am in good spirits for sure. And glad your day's going good today. What'd you do today? Was it like, did you go outside? Did you stay inside? Love to know, but glad you're having a good day. Let me know, guys, what'd you eat today for breakfast? I was really hungry, but I knew I had to eat before I streamed. Otherwise, I would be like really dizzy. So my mom, she got like Chinese food before I came back to school and she gave me her, so I froze it. It wasn't the best. I had fried rice. The chicken was kind of sus, so I threw that away. And I just had shrimp. But yeah, it was okay. Hey, Arnell, thank you so much for sending a gift. Jazz hands to you. Arnell sent a party hat. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All income made up for social media goes in its own separate account, and one day you'll be contributing to a portion of that. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money or now and donating. Really appreciate it. But how's your day going? Okay. Claudia said, Syria, can I be in it? Like an extra or something? Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, hey, who wanna be in Syria's movie? I think he's giving out roles right now, or they're giving out roles right now. All right? This is the audition to be extras in the movie. to be extras. All right. What are you saying? Sarah said, I think Virus is the best. Okay, read that one. Okay, but yours has no happy ending. You know what? I'm not even mad about that, Syria. It's a horror movie. It don't need a happy ending. It don't need a happy ending, all right? It's a horror movie. Okay. Love Positive said, do apocalyptic movies feel realistic or exaggerated? That's a great question. I feel like I feel like The Walking Dead is more realistic. That's why I like it, because like I feel like, I don't know, just the way they built the character development is really good. The storyline between like each character is really good. It's really real. It seems kind of real, and like you can see that happening. Like you can see, like, I don't think they ever really explained how the zombie apocalypse did happen in The Walking Dead. Then again, I said I stopped watching after Glenn died, so maybe they did. I don't know. But like you can see that happening. Like I can see the zombie apocalypse happening from the Walking Dead perspective. But like when we get into World War Z or things like that, I feel like yes, but no. Some of them they're overly exaggerated. Like it's like The Last of Us 2. I can definitely see The Last of Us happening. The Last of Us isn't really like a zombie apocalypse movie. It's more so of a virus that has mutated, a fungi that mutated and grew, and they're fighting back against humans. I can see that happening, right? Fungi evolution is a real thing, so that's not exaggerated. But I feel like I've seen Z Nation. That was a little interesting. I would say that's a little exaggerated. Other ones, World War Z, I don't know. They had a lot of dramatic effect, you can say, in World War Z, which was kind of interesting. Okay. What are we saying? Hey, Hope, how are you doing today? I'm glad you could be here. Hope Norris, glad you could be here. Claudia said I can do a good horror scream. Okay, nice. Yeah, and there are some people who, like, they have that scream down pack. It just gives you chills when you hear it, for sure. It's just funny. All right, 1 second. We are back. We're transitioning it over to water because my orange juice is in my fridge and I don't want to get up and get it. Okay. Love Positive asks, how do apocalyptic movies show the best and the worst sides of humanity? Okay. I guess apocalyptic movies show the best side of humanity because it shows you that, hey, when humans need to survive and when they need to band together, if they can at least do some type of teamwork, right? It shows the leadership qualities that can emerge, whether it's a good team or whether it's a bad team, right? There's always some type of leader that emerges to take care of everything. Thank you so much for sending a gift, Will. Really appreciate you. Jazz hands to you, jazz hands to you. Really appreciate your donation. You help me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. So yeah, they show you the teamwork of it. They show you the community, and they show you humans will do almost anything to survive. Rick Grimes, man, that guy went crazy. He went crazy in The Walking Dead. So, like, he'll do almost anything to survive, right? Thank you again for the gift, Will. So you agree with me 100%. Okay, nice. And then it also shows the worst side of humanity. It shows that humans will also do the very terrible things. Like, not to say humans are bad. Humans aren't bad, right? But there are some people who are interesting, right? And sometimes in those zombie apocalypse TV shows, those are the people who are surviving because they already wanted to do interesting and crazy things, but they couldn't because of laws. And in the apocalypse, why they start eating people? Why they start kidnapping females and males and sexually assaulting them sometimes? It's like, what is happening, guys? It's crazy, right? So it shows that, like, it shows the extreme positive of humans, but it can also show the extreme negatives that people will go to. Because remember, doing anything to survive, that can be both positive and negative. So that's what those zombie apocalypse shows, I think, ideally, shows you for sure. Okay, what are we saying? Ooh, you're listening to 80s gold music. I've never heard of that before. I have to You guys are listening to some interest, so I have to look into those. You don't like, okay, Evan, you don't like zombie movies. Okay. And that's okay, honestly. I totally understand it. Like they're gory, zombie shows, those are the shows that they show you like the human getting eaten. So that is crazy. I remember like the first time I've ever seen The Walking Dead, I ever saw The Walking Dead, I didn't like it. I didn't like it because when I saw it when I was like in middle school or whatever, and they literally showed the zombie biting into somebody's neck. I'm like, eh. That's nasty. What in the world? That's so weird. That like it was disturbing. It was nasty. It was like disgusting, right? But then I rewatched it and I'm like, I did have to skip some scenes. I have to skip over to because I'm like, that's too gory for me. But like, it got better. It got better. Hey Will, glad you could be here. Yes, MX, I do remember you. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Claudia asks, do you like Star Wars? I tried it. I couldn't get into it. I did try Star Wars too. The thing about Star Wars, I like the most recent Star Wars, but I don't like the original. And I don't know why. It's like, okay, one in my defense or in Star Wars defense, I never actually like sat down and tried to watch movies in order. Cuz how many movies are there? There's like I feel like there's more than 20. And that could be an exaggeration, but I don't know. But I feel like there's a lot. So that would be a lot of movies to get through. And that intimidates me. It's like a book. Sometimes I'll hear great reviews about book series, and I'm like, I'm not reading that. You got 20 books in the series. No. It's like 20 movies. No. We'll get to the point already, right? But so, like, I haven't seen the old Star Wars. Like, when they talk about, what is the name? Jack Skywalker or whatever. I don't know who that is. Like, I know you're an important character, but, like, who are you? I don't know you, right? Princess Leia, I know your name, I know you're an important character, but who are you? I don't know you because I haven't seen those movies, but I've seen them, and the thing of it's so bad. Like, anytime when I more recently watched the Star Wars movies, I'm like, let the Darth Vader win. Is that his name? Like the villain? I'm like, you don't seem like a villain. Like you're a villain, but like you don't seem like a villain. It's really funny. So it's like when I watch a Star Wars movie, I don't think I'm rooting for the correct person, right? Because it's like, ooh, I like your outfit. You could fight better than the hero. Why aren't you winning? Why is the hero winning? The hero's low-key annoying. Let the Darth Vader win, right? So even if I were to get into Star Wars, the fandom would probably not like me because the heroes to me, I don't understand what they're fighting for. What are they doing? Right? Love Positive said, if an apocalypse happens, which movie character would you want on your team? A movie character. Let's see. It gotta be a TV show. As I always say, I'll take Rick Grimes. He's low-key crazy, but like he survived. I'll take Rick. I'll take what's her name? I forget what's her name. Carol. I'll take Carol. But movie. The only zombie movie I ever saw was like was World War Z. I'll take the main character, like the guy. He was okay. He low-key was annoying things, but he paid attention, so he was able to identify when disasters would happen and get you out. So I would take that guy from World War Z, the main character, and then all the other people would come from like The Walking Dead for sure. None said, I think your Joker girlfriend Harley Quinn. You think I'm the Joker's girlfriend Harley Quinn? No. Those people crazy. No. Like, I like Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn and the Joker, shout out to them. They belong together. But, like, no. That person's crazy. No, thank you. You're cute as well, boss. Thank you so much. Glad you could be here. How's your day going? Yeah, like I don't understand, but Harleen Quinzel, shout out to her. Like, she was a psychiatrist. She has her doctor, but then how smart can you be, Harleen? But you know what that shows? That shows how smart the Joker is, though. He may not have the formal degree, but the Joker is low key. I mean, he's crazy, but like you can make a psychiatrist like you and turn the psychiatrist crazy. The Joker. What is it, a manipulator or whatever he was really smart because she had like a psychiatrist. Harley Quinn was able to identify crazy. She was able to identify crazy. And in Suicide Squad, she chose to release the Joker and become crazy with him. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. But then again, they're both crazy, so it's understandable why it's crazy. But yeah. But it's a good movie.
I will say, I did want them to, they should have made the Joker his own movie, because I know they have multiple movies with just the Joker, but I feel like the best Joker we ever had was in Suicide Squad. That is the best Joker that's in Suicide Squad. I don't understand, like, the character development of, not, they didn't give him character development, but just his, like, his, what is it, personification, I feel like that's the right word, but just his, how he acted as the Joker was really, really good. I feel like that was the best Joker that they ever made, honestly. But yeah, he was extremely mentally disturbed though. Even Harley Quinn. So yeah. What are we saying? Who did my hair? My mom. Do you like do you like Hunger Games? Yes, the Hunger Games is really, really good, MX. Love the Hunger Games. As I said yesterday, I would be I would have to be Primrose. If I was Primrose, I'm going to war. Ain't nobody volunteering for me. Like, there would be no, I would have to turn into Katniss Everdeen if I was in the Hunger Games, because, like, I would be Primrose, and they would pull my name, because the same way nobody's volunteering for me, I ain't volunteering for nobody in my family. So, no. No. So, I would have to turn into Katniss for sure to try and survive. Will I survive? No, I will not survive. I will not survive. I will not survive at all. But, hey, I'll be up in the Capitol. I'll be enjoying the food the Capitol has to offer. Now, if I find Finnick, I might survive with Finnick. And they killed Finnick. What they killed Finnick for? Like, what do you mean? Out of everybody, they had to take out Finnick. They could have taken Gale, what's his name? I did not like Gale. And look what he did to Prim. Like, you could have taken Gale and left Finnick. But no, they had to take Finnick out of the show. Out of the movie. I hated that so much. When that happened, that sucked so bad. Hey, Aurora, glad you could be here. What's your favorite Hunger Game characters? My favorite is Finnick. Finnick O'Dear. Katniss is cool. Peter, I don't like you, Peter. Like, I don't like Peter. What did he do? Peter didn't do anything. You know what he did? Literally, when they were training, Peter just picked up a big rock and threw it to threw it to the other contestants to show off his strength. And then what happened, after that, he was, I don't want nobody to join. Why I keep accidentally sending invites? After that, he got injured. He just continuously got injured. That's all Peter did. I don't like Peter. Like, really. Thank you again, Will, for your gift. Sending you jazz hands. Really appreciate your donation. Shout out to Will, guys. They decided to donate about 5 gifts. Okay, they did it again. They doubled it. Thank you. They tripled it, actually. Sending you jazz hands, Will. You're helping get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. All income made off of social media goes in its own separate account. And one day you'll be there paying a portion. Thank you again, Will. Shout out to you. Really appreciate you. How's your day going, Will? What are your plans for today? Welcome back, Alina, or Alima. Glad you could be back. Shout out to you, Will. Really appreciate you. All right, what are we saying? 1221 said, is that a low... I don't know what you're asking, what type of ring that is. Hey, thank you. What's your name? Thank you, 47. Really appreciate you for sending a gift. They sent a makeup brush, which is really awesome. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. Thank you so much. How's your day going today, 47? Thank you so much. All right, what are we saying? I'm on YouTube at Uniquely Mia. You can also follow me on TikTok at Uniquely Mia. You can follow me on Twitch as well, Uniquely Mia 123. Syria said, wish I could stay longer. Okay, was loving the conversation. Okay, I'll keep you on while I drive, but hope you feel better and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your kind words, Syria. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure when you're on. Hopefully you get to your destination safely. Drive safely. Claudia sent claps to Will. Yo, hello, Will. Will did it, Claudia said. 100% really appreciate the donation. I appreciate everyone for being on the live stream, but as I always say, I pay an extra shout out to people who have donated gifts and super chats. So shout out to Claudia, shout out to Will, who purchased gifts for today's stream. Shout out to 47, who purchased gifts for today's stream. Shout out to the people on TikTok who purchased gifts for today's stream. And shout out to everyone who is on the streams watching and engaging. If you have a question for me, feel free to type it. A comment, feel free to type it. Remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, Eat With Me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. Okay. Sirius said, by the way, the Dark Knight Joker was the best Joker and villain of all time. I've seen The Dark Knight, but I saw it when I was younger, so I'm gonna have to rewatch that show. I mean, the movie, rewatch it. Was the best Joker and the villain of all time. Unfortunately, the guy who acted as Joker died after the movie. Oh no, that's really sad. That's really sad. Love positive acts. Do apocalyptic movies make you think differently about the real world? No, not really. No. Excuse me, but okay. That's a lie. If it makes me think differently, it just makes me think if an apocalypse happens, particularly a zombie apocalypse happens when I'm in New York, say goodbye to Uniquely Me and family. We ain't making it out. There's too much people in that city. Too much. So it makes me think differently with my geography and my landscape in terms of surviving, right? Like if Uniquely Me and family is in the state in which I attend school, we have a chance. It's a very slim chance of survival, but it's much higher than being in New York. If Uniquely Me and family is at our house, is like in South America, not in the city, we can survive. We can survive. Particularly if you're in Guyana, get outside of Georgetown, you surviving. Like, you surviving if you're outside of Georgetown. So, like, it makes me think differently in terms of the geography, right? And it makes me think differently in saying who's coming with me to survive. Like I said, G, you're great, dude. Love you, G. But, like, I mean, Jay, you're great. Love you, Jay. But, like, you got to stay with your mom. And your mom can't be part of our group if you're going to be crying, dude. Because Jay is going to be our downfall in a zombie. Any apocalypse, my nephew, he will scream, he will cry, he will literally do that. He'll be our downfall, he really will. He really will. Like, my mom, she could survive, but then again, she might want to follow Stu, and like, does Stu know how to survive an apocalypse? Maybe. For me, I'm our dress people. I know how to dress, all right? We need to all wear jeans. We need to all wear long sleeves. We need to get some duct tape, wrap the duct tape around our clothes. We need the helmets. We need everything, right? But then again, if we're in New York, we're not even trying because we're done for. We're done for. We're not making it, guys. So that's how it makes me think differently. Love Positive said, is fear more effective in the apocalyptic movies when the threat is known or unknown? I don't know. When the threat is known or unknown, it depends who your leader is, I feel like, honestly. It really does depend on the leader is. Because, like, looking at The Walking Dead, right? Look at Negan and Rick Grimes, right? Prior to Rick knowing about Negan, he somewhat feared him, but once he knew Negan, he didn't really fear him. And that lack of fear made Rick do a lot of questionable things, which led to other characters' downfall, right? So it really depends who your leader is, honestly. Now, if you're scared and it's a zombie apocalypse and you don't know where the threat is coming from and you run out, you're bitten by a zombie, you're not surviving, right? So yeah, it's kind of like a hard question for me to answer. I don't know. Claudia said, I can picture my city being taken over. Oh no, by the apocalypse. Oh no. I can visualize it right now. Game over. But no, like, you can see it, right? You can see it. Like, imagine, especially the train, guys. In New York, the main way my family and I travel is by public transport. One person infected, we're not getting off that. We're not getting off, particularly if it's a train. We're done for, right? It's just so much people, right? It's just like so much people on top of each other. To survive an apocalypse, particularly the zombie one, you need space. You need geographical space. So, like, people in southern states, they have a leg up on us if we're in the United States. People in islands, particularly have your own land, you got a leg up on people, right? So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's the thing, too. Once again, in New York, they got the rats. A rat can become infected. Guys, the Black Plague, that disease that was happening in Europe, that's how the disease spread. The Black Plague, it spread because of the rats. The rats were infected, and they spreaded all the people. New York got rats, and that's nasty, and they already nasty, and the rats are now going to come in your house and spread the plague to you, the zombie apocalypse to y'all? Like, what? Ain't nobody in the North surviving. Nobody's in the North surviving, guys. Love Positive said, oops. My iPad died. I forgot. It was at 5%. That's so sad. I forgot my iPad died. Oops, the people on the YouTube stream is like, I mean, TikTok stream is like, what happened? My iPad died. That's sad. Alright. Alright. Claudia said, I can picture my city. Okay, read that. Love Positive said, what role does hope play in a scary apocalyptic story? What role does hope play? I guess it keeps people going, right? It like when they're starving, when you're dirty, when like people around you keep not surviving. I feel like hope is going to continue to allow you to persevere, right? Yeah, exactly, Claudia. Love Positive definitely asks some good deep questions for sure. So yeah, hope is going to motivate people to survive. Not me. I'm going out in the first wave. Like I'm not doing that. The minute I'm starving for food, or the minute like you really smell and like you can't do that. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It gets to a point. Do you even want to survive? What world are you surviving for? Because guys, if a zombie apocalypse were to really happen, and okay, if a zombie apocalypse, the way we see it on media and movies and TV shows, were to really happen, that means that our government is no longer working. Because that's the only way it's going to touch the public. If the government, if the military, if they all fall down, if they're all overran and infected themselves, that's the only way it's touching the public. Who knows? Maybe zombies are real, but they're contained. They're contained in government facilities where they're doing experiments, right? So, if it ever comes to the point where a true apocalypse happens and it touches the public, just know our government failed us and there's no more government. There's no more military. That's the only way it would touch people in the world. And when it gets to that point, it's like, oh, there's no military coming to save us. Oops. What am I doing? What am I doing? There's gonna be no new world. So yeah, the new world is the apocalypse. There's no going back to what it once was, right? So yeah, at least that's how I see it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Love Positive asks, how does silence create fear? Oh yeah, in The Quiet Place. I like that movie, but I kind of don't. I've seen all of them to my knowledge. They're pretty good, but they're not that scary. Okay, you've never seen it, Claudia? Yeah, it's just Claudia said TikTok so long. Claudia said, you never seen The Quiet Place. If you've never seen it, in my opinion, it's not that scary. The goal of The Quiet Place is to be quiet, because when you make noise, okay, I think it's more so like alien invasions, and the aliens, they're attracted to noise. So whenever you make noise, like even if I were to do this, you gotta run and hide, because you literally cannot make any noise in The Quiet Place, right? Any noise you make, the aliens is immediately on you and you're done for, right? So for that aspect, one, it wasn't that scary to me. How hard is it to be quiet? It's very hard when you think about it, according to the movie. However, how does silence create fear in The Quiet Place? It creates fear because, like, are we actually used to not hearing anything is the question. Most people, if you don't spend a lot of time by yourself, even if you do spend a lot of time by yourself, you're used to hearing stuff. Like, I'm hearing the fridge right now. You're used to hearing something. In The Quiet Place, it's just void. It's just silence. You don't hear nothing, right? Anything at all. So that one in itself can be scary. And then, like, you crunch on a leaf, just breaking the utter silence. That is very scary, too, at least in the movie. Love Positive said, how would the movie change if the family did not work together? Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Nobody's making it. Nobody's making it. In any apocalyptic movie, right? That's the thing. Nobody's making it. Why? Because one, it's either saying, hey, we're in an apocalypse. I'm the leader. You're not participating. You're not being compliant. Oh, this is too much stress. You're left on your own, right? Or two, we all need to work together to survive. Nobody's working together. Nobody's surviving, right? So, yeah. Love Positive said, or asks, how are the zombies in World War Z different than traditional zombies? They're much faster, at least in my opinion, based on the movie. Let me know what y'all think, but I feel like the zombies in World War Z, they're just much faster, and people are immune to those zombies in World War Z. In traditional TV shows, when I think about traditional zombies, I think about The Walking Dead. So like in what is that? Okay, so like in TV shows, like or traditional TV shows, The Walking Dead, they're kind of slow, right? They're really slow. But the horde, you gotta worry about the hordes coming together. There's no immune people to my knowledge in The Walking Dead. So yeah. Sirius said, my friend in the car asked what radio station is talking about the apocalypse. I'm like, Uniquely Mia Radio. No, that's so good. No, that's good, Siri. Uniquely Mia Radio, y'all. And if you would like more of Uniquely Mia Radio related to zombie, apocalyptic talk, education, travel, fashion, make sure to go over to YouTube and subscribe to Uniquely Mia Radio. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's funny. Claudia said, tell your friend that Uniquely Mia Radio is informing the public about an incoming apocalypse. No, and have y'all been seeing that? There's literally people on social media who will go in their car and they're like, day 5 of the zombie apocalypse. I just tried getting some groceries and I couldn't do it. It's like people are cosplaying actually being in a zombie apocalypse, and I'm like, that's kind of cool, but that's kind of scary because it literally looks so real sometimes, right? It's like I saw, especially like I feel like we're in an era of time where we got AI making like videos, particularly pretending to be content creators, the AI algorithms. I saw somebody in the comment section of like one of those videos, they were like, the future is like the future when they study our history, like 2021, I mean like when they study 2025, future generations are not going to know what was actually real and what was actually false. And that is true. Because imagine a class in like 2125. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm not going to see 2125. Oh man. FOMO, right? FOMO. But like when you think about 2125, imagine they're studying the year 2025. Hey, 2125, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Hopefully y'all having a good year. You guys have flying cars by then, right? But imagine they're studying, doing a segment on social media. They might actually think a zombie apocalypse happened in 2025 because of those videos, right? And it's so crazy to me when you actually think about it. Love Positive said, how does the movie show global pandemic and chaos? Oh, how does like World War Z show global pandemic and chaos? Let's see. This is a global pandemic and chaos. I guess it just shows you, like, once again, relating back to, like, well, low-key, World War Z showed a lot of bad stuff. They really didn't show much positive stuff because remember that guy had connection with the military, right? So he got his family out. So that was a different take where, like, they weren't really civilians. They were more so on a military based, right? So, yeah, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I mean, any Uniquely Mia supporters who are in the military, let's get us to safety, right? But like it showed more so the bad with civilian life in general, I feel like, because there was a scene in the movie where like everyone just went to the grocery store. That's always the first place to go. At least they're thinking we don't want to starve, right? So, and like they were just grabbing stuff. They were like taking stuff for free, and once again, unfortunately, they tried to do terrible things, like regular people tried to do terrible things to the guy's wife, right? So it always relates back to the fact, I feel like sometimes when I stream, people always say, I speak about like the importance of laws and things like that occasionally on the live streams. People sometimes will say, oh, I want to live in a society without laws. Everything would just be so much better without laws. I always say no, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't, guys, because laws protect people regardless of what your gender is. Laws really do just like create a sense of social order and just protect people without even knowing. So I say all that to say, Love Positive, that I think in the movie World War Z, it shows that all the negative things, that global panic and life or society without laws, what could be the result, right? So yeah. But if you guys haven't seen World War Z, I think it's a good movie to watch. It definitely, and I know some people said they're scared of zombie movies, so don't watch it if you're scared of it. But like, if you can handle it. I don't think it's too gory. It definitely shows a different take, ideally, on like what different governments do. It like because it focused more so on the government side of things rather than the civilian side of like a zombie apocalypse, which was cool, right? So yeah, it's a good movie to watch. And that was like the only, to my knowledge, the only type of like zombie movie I've ever seen. I know there's 28 Years and 28 Days Later. I've seen those. They're good movies, but it's not really zombies. It's more so humans that they just mutated, and it's their rage that causes them to do terrible things, but they're still human at the end of the day, and like 28 years later and 28 days later. Love Positive said or asks, do you think science or violence is more important for surviving in the movie? In World War Z? A little bit of both, right? But more so science, because they actually do find a cure in World War Z. So when you actually find a cure, you need the science more so, right? But there was also some times when they had to use violence to get away from the herd of zombies, right? So yeah. But like I'm saying, if we're looking at trying to dictate reality with the zombie apocalypse, if it ever touches the public, just know science is not in our favor. You gotta use that violence to get away. My zombie apocalypse weapon of choice, I want a bat, and I want spikes on the bat. I feel like I read a book one time and the main character had that, who was in a zombie apocalypse. Why? Because it's quiet. I can swing the bat. The zombies won't come close to me. Because remember, if you use a firearm during a zombie apocalypse, that's loud. So you're going to bring more zombies towards you. You can't use anything that's going to make a lot of noise, right? And yes, some people are going to say, I want to use a knife. What are you using a knife this small for? You want the zombie to bite you? What? So you need a weapon that's long, or a spear. Like that Finnick Deer spear, the one that he uses. One of those is going to be good. Sirius said, what's your weapon of choice, guys? Let me know in a zombie apocalypse. I know we're pivoting to discussing the zombie apocalypse, but I know yesterday I had some supporters who did want to have that zombie apocalypse discussion on Friday, but I didn't stream Friday because I wasn't feeling well, so we're trying to replace that for today. Sirius said, World War Z zombies on steroids. No, they really were. And they hit rabies. They were aggressive. No, they were strong. Like, they were fast. Like, when I tell you those zombies were fast in World War Z, it was scary. It was really, yeah. Those are like, and that's something too. Like, sometimes it'll be on social media and people are like, okay, they're ready for the apocalypse, and they hear the type of zombie, or they see what type of zombie it is, they're like, ooh, nope, they go back and hide, because it's like, you can't survive a certain type of zombie. That's what I'm saying. The Walking Dead, they're slow. I can do the Walking Dead zombies. They're nice and slow for you. World War Z, no. The Last of Us, that's fungi. I can survive The Last of Us, right? Everything else, no, I'm not doing those zombies. I can't do that. Ooh, a bow and arrow. No, that's good, Claudia. That is good, because you don't even have to be close to them to get them. That is a good weapon of choice, honestly. Bow and arrow is a good weapon of choice. Cool. And then I guess, like, the sword, like Michonne, the samurai, that would be really cool. But, once again, that thing might fall out of my hand. So, yeah, the bat is still my go-to weapon of choice. You know what I'm lying. You know what my weapon of choice is? Let me go get my Harry Potter wand. Like, the zombie apocalypse ain't happening. So you know what? I'm going to be as crazy as possible. I want a Harry Potter wand. I want my Hogwarts wand. And give me some spells. Like, that's going to save me. That's going to save me, guys. Like, why is CD Clivier bringing Harry Potter into the zombie apocalypse? But, like, that would save me, right? Expecto Patronum, Expelliarmus, like, some Death Eater spell in there. Transport me and the supporters and the family members to, like, a different realm. We'll be good, honestly. We'll be good. Love Positive said, are humans or zombies the real threat in the series? Why? Oh, like in The Walking Dead? I mean, zombies is a valid threat because I don't want to get bitten, right? But I feel like in The Walking Dead, at least, especially after you pass, like, season 3, is when you start getting those negative encounters with humans. I feel like it's humans that become the threat, right? Because you got the team like Negan. I remember I watched, like, the spinoff that they had with Michonne, Rick Grimes, and that they had, like, I forgot the name of that organization, but it was, like, another human organization. They were trying to save the human race, right? But they were, like, doing it in a very, what is it? What's the word that I'm looking for? I can't think about the word, but non-consensual way. They were doing it in a non-consensual way because they were like kidnapping other humans and forcing them to be in this war, right? So I feel like humans are definitely one of the most real threats in the Walking Dead, at least in my opinion. Syria said weapon of choice is a tank. Syria. Okay, so you know what? That's funny. So you guys know what a tank is, right? Like the military tank with the fire. You know what? You're gonna survive. You might bring a horde of zombies on you, but like you're gonna take some down while you're going. While you're there, Syria. Okay. Are you on a 2009 Mercedes Benz? Are you asking? Are you a 2009 Mercedes Benz? I look like a car to you? No, I'm a human being. No. Well, welcome. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, education videos, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. And sometimes, because of the due to the request of my supporters, we pivot and we have like live streams where we discuss specific things. Today it started out as a mini manicure stream, and now we are discussing how we would potentially survive the zombie apocalypse. If y'all are tired of this discussion and you want to embark on a new one, feel free to ask me a question related to a new topic. I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be discussing the movie The Thing. So that's a horror movie. I linked it. So go to my YouTube homepage, click post, and you'll find it. During tomorrow's live stream discussion, we'll discuss what we liked about the movie, what we didn't like, some plot holes, etc. And yeah, should be good. It's hot. It's getting hot in here. All right. Claudia said, well, a bow and arrow, okay, if they're far away. Oh, and a sword if they're right behind you. That's smart, honestly. That's a good idea. Hey, curly head, what's wrong with the middle, with your hairline in the middle? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with my hairline in the middle. If you're asking what this is a widow's peak, so it's just my hairline, honestly, but that's the official name of it. It just comes out, and I don't want to cut my hair. So, yeah. But how are you doing today, curly head? Glad you could be here. Love positive acts. What skills are most important for survival? First aid, hunting, communication, and teamwork. First aid. Okay, if I have to order it, I'll put first aid first. Because if I'm injured, I don't want to get an infection. I want to know how to heal myself, right? So, I feel like first aid is really good. Hunting is also another one because unfortunately sometimes you have to hunt like fish and deer and things like that in apocalypse. I'll put teamwork third and communication last. Yeah, because sometimes in the apocalypse you need to be able to teamwork, and I feel like teamwork and communication, it can definitely play in and to be the same thing depending on what context you're looking at it. What would you eat, Claudia? I remember in the past when we discussed this, some people were like, they asked me how long it would take to eat your dog or whatever in an apocalypse. That was funny. But like, Love Positive, they would eat canned food. Yeah, canned food is definitely a good choice. It takes a while to expire. Even when it is expired, you can still eat it safely. But like, that thing would run out quick. That's what I'm saying too, guys. Would you really? Okay, honestly, let me make a poll. In all honesty, how many of y'all would actually want to survive the apocalypse? Because we have to hunt for food. We gotta fight every day, particularly if you're a female, right? How are you gonna get feminine problems? What's gonna happen, guys? This would be so bad. So let me make a poll. Who would actually want to survive an apocalypse? Okay. No technology, because who's gonna be there to maintain the technology? So remember, there's no shower, no running water. Like, yeah, who would actually? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, I meant my word count. What do you mean I meant my question count? Okay. I meant my question count. Okay. Survive a apocalypse. Okay. The question it's not really phrased correctly, but I had to shorten it to make it make sense. No, to make it fit, not to make sense, because the question don't make sense. Okay. Start poll. All right, I made a poll. So, who would actually want to survive an apocalypse? Yes or no? Vote in the poll, guys, because I'm like, who would actually, like, that would be a lot of stuff we gotta get through, man, a lot. Hey V, glad you could be here. How's your day going? And exactly, how would you find clean water, as Love Positive said? You're probably not. You're gonna be drinking the dirty water. There's no Brita. I mean, if you find one Brita, great for you, but what happens when the water filter empties out? Like, I mean, okay, so if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, my first stop after I come to my room and change my clothes and get the duct tape on my clothes and get the weapons, I'm going to an Academy Sports and Outdoors or any hunting goods store, right? Because you'll be able to get the weapons. You'll probably be able to get some canned food there, right? You'll get better, like, gear. And then after that, you will be good for a while, especially if you don't run into any zombies or bad humans. You'll be good for a while. But after that, what happens when your products, your purification method to clean your water runs out? What happens when all your water runs out, right? What happens when you can't get no food and you can't hunt anymore? What are you gonna do? So, like, it's a lot of different things we gotta think about here. Claudia said, oh, heck no, I will not eat my dog. I'd rather eat dirt. Oh, that's so sweet of you. So you really like your dog if there was no more food. Okay, nice. Sarah said, Mia got us ready for a traffic stop. Oh no! My cops and a zombie apocalypse. Oh yeah, because I gave you the lesson about the traffic stops and your rights in America. And then now we're talking about the zombie apocalypse. Well, hey, as my channel is, it's like a box of chocolates, right? You'll never know what you're gonna get. I stole that from Barbie Life in the Dream House. That's a great show if you guys haven't seen it. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, I feel like I do enjoy talking about this sometimes, like zombie apocalypse, because hey, I watch a lot of shows, but occasionally, sometimes people are always saying they would, like, if you just ask the question in passing, people are like, yeah, for sure I can survive, right? But then when you critically analyze all the different things we've got to do to survive, I don't think you're really gonna survive. I don't think you really want to survive with that choice, right? Love Positive said, would you stay in one place or you gotta keep moving? Explain your choice. Okay, you gotta keep moving. Okay, it depends. Okay, it really depends. If I'm in the United States or North America and I'm trying to survive the apocalypse, I will keep moving. Why? Because you're gonna run out of food, especially if you're not planting stuff. Thank you, Will, again for the gift. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. You're gonna have to keep moving because 9 times out of 10, you can get to like an area with a lot of land, but there's probably going to be people there. And I say if you get to the South, because the South has a lot of land, right? Or upstate New York, that's a lot of land. So there's a good possibility that you'll survive. Sending you jazz hands, Will. Thank you so much for the gift. Jazz hand for Will. You're helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. Thank you so much. So you agree what I'm saying. You're sending 100%. Nice. So yeah, if you get to those areas that has a lot of land, you could potentially survive, but there's probably going to be people there already, right? And you don't want to sometimes those people won't let you live with them, and you don't want to take over those people's land because they probably have weapons too, and you're going down, right? Okay, you're taking a nap. All right, well, it was a pleasure having you on. Thank you again for your gifts and your donations to the channel. Have a great nap. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Flying Traditional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts, right? So I say that all to say, okay, so when I find a location in North America, if I find a place where I'm like, hey, I would like to stay here for a while, what's going to happen based on all the shows that I've seen? Zombies migrate. I did not know zombies migrate. They migrate. So if I'm in North America, you're going to have to move because when the herd of zombies starts migrating, they're probably going to pass through your location. You're going to have thousands of zombies around you. You ain't surviving that. Once again, if you don't have the seeds to plant food, you're going to raid all the supermarkets near you, and then what? You're going to have no more food. You're going to have to continuously move to find food, right? So, that's what I'm saying. If I'm in South America and a zombie apocalypse happen, like Guyana, or if I'm on a Caribbean island and a zombie apocalypse happen, I could stay there. You can survive there. Because 1, you got the land, you can plant stuff, you could be self-sustaining off nature. 2, particularly if you are on an island, you can eradicate all the zombies. You could like kill off all the zombies who's on that island with you, right? You're gonna need other people to do that, but you could do that, and then bam, you got a safe island. When the zombies migrate, they can't swim. They're not swimming to your island. So the only way new zombies are gonna be made is when people unfortunately pass away. You're gonna have to like deal with them then, but it's gonna be more manageable to contain them, right? In North America, it's too big. It's too big to stay in one place if you're in North America and survive a zombie apocalypse. You can't do that, in my opinion. Hey, how are you doing? Cute. Glad you could be here. Yes, I remember you. Your name definitely looks somewhat familiar. How are you doing today? Claudia said, "Have you watched Society of the Snow?" No, I haven't seen that one. Is it good? What's it about? Definitely check it out. So for the people who just joined, I have a poll happening. Please answer. Would do you think, okay, not even think, but would you actually want to survive a zombie apocalypse or like any apocalypse, a technology apocalypse or etc. If it's a technology apocalypse, I can survive that. Like I've been on vacation. I've been off of my phone for months on end. When I was younger, I could do that again, right? I've survived without internet for throughout my life. So I'm like, I need my internet to stream. So unfortunately, I won't be able to stream for now no more. However, I can survive without technology. So if it's a technological an apocalypse, I can do that just fine, right? But when we're getting into zombies and things like that, I don't. I'm gonna put no on that. I don't want to survive that one. Love Positive said, "What roles would people have in your group? Leader, medic, scout, builder?" Well, as I said earlier, I'm the leader, but like I'm the dictator type leader. Y'all ain't overthrowing me. Ain't nobody in the group gonna overthrow me. So it's like I brought the group together in this alternate reality. Nobody's rising up against me and overthrowing me. I will delegate tasks, so there will be like directors, right? There'll be directors, people who's going to be over the medic bay. There's going to be people over the building area, the food, the hunters, the security, etc. So there's going to be people like that. But everybody gotta know how to fight. Everybody gotta know how to get their own food and etc. Right? And we're not gonna set down lots of roots, if that makes sense, right? Because when you get too comfy in the zombie apocalypse, that's when things start going south. So like obviously we're probably not gonna always stay in the tent. So we could build like little small houses, right? However, we're always gonna be like continuously moving, fortifying our fences, etc. like that. What do we say? Cute said, "I'm kind of doing good because I'm on your period, okay? And I just got started. I need something. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that information with us, all right? Glad you're doing good." Love Positive said, "How would you communicate if technology stopped working?" How do they communicate before technology? I mean, just no more streams, unfortunately, right? I guess uniquely me a newsletter, right? See me in the paper, write like little segments in the paper for y'all like that. So yeah, we just have to go back to communicating that way, honestly. Sorry, I forgot I was muted. All right, Love Positive said, "What rules would your group need to survive together?" Don't overthrow uniquely Mia because you can't do that. What are you saying? I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. I don't know, man. What rules would there be? Just survive. Don't get bit. Right? If we suspect that you're bitten and you refuse to show us your bite, you're out. Like we ain't like if you act sus at one point in time, you either show us the bite right now. Like unfortunately, you gotta like it's gonna be a very bad society. It could be really bad because like in the movies people always hide their bite and I'm like as disgusting as it sounds, you got to take off your clothes because we got to see if you're bitten, right? And if you don't do that, you're out of the group because I'm not dying because you refuse to show me your bite. Like, no, that's not happening. So if you act sus at one point in time, I don't want to say we're gonna like take you out, but like you ain't with us no more, right? And then don't overthrow uniquely Mia. Everyone know how to fight, right? Everybody know how to hunt. Don't act stupid out in public. When we leave our base, don't do anything dumb. You know when you watch those shows when people do stuff dumb, don't be a hero. Like that's what I'm saying. Don't be a hero, man. Yeah, those are the rules. And I guess as the apocalypse happens, as we survive more and more rules would emerge, obviously. Um, What are we saying? Claudia said Society of Snow is a true story. Oh, okay. A plane crashed in the Andes mountain. Okay. And the rugby was on a plane, and it shows how some... You know what that sounds? That sounds like Yellow Jackets. I feel like that's the name of it. The name of the TV show. It sounds like Yellow something. It sounds very similar. It's like a group of like... It was a group of like a girls' soccer team, I and like on a mountain or something or a cold place. They started eating each other, like literally. They turned into cannibals. It was kind of weird, the show. I stopped watching it though. Did they survive though? Or no, Claudia, in that show, did they survive or not? Claudia said, I just watched it once and that's enough for me. It's intense. Yeah, I think I've seen a show similar. So that show that I saw, it sounds like it was probably based off of that then. Or something, or maybe does it happen more than once? And that show was definitely intense. I saw season 1 of that show. I think it's Yellow Jackets. I could be wrong, but I know it has the name Yellow something in it for some reason. And it was a good show. It was. But like you said, it was definitely intense because you could see like the manifestation of mental health conditions in its real time. Like in the real time, you could see that. And like they turned into cannibals, unfortunately. It was a lot of crazy stuff happening. Hey River, how you doing, River Lover? Glad you could be here. Welcome back. How's your day going? I have a poll happening. If you want to answer, let us know. Do you think you would actually survive the zombie, or not even do you think you would survive, but would you actually want to survive the zombie apocalypse? That is what that poll is for. If you have a question for us, a comment or concern, feel free to type it. Remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. And you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness on the channel today. Claudia said, some survived, and yes, there is cannibalism, that's why I can't watch it. Okay, so yeah, there's this show that I saw was very, very similar to that. That makes sense too, yeah, like, you understand, like, hey, when people need to survive, they may do interesting or crazy, not mentally disturbed, but interesting things like that, and it just shows you how, like, the need for human survival, how strong it is, right? That's what, I feel like that's what, excuse me, that mostly shows you. Okay, what are we saying? Shut down my computer. Okay. Love positive acts. Would you help strangers or avoid them? I don't know. Depends on the type of stranger, honestly. It really depends. Especially in the zombie apocalypse. I gotta say, it really depends on the type of stranger. And it's really hard. It's like, those are one of those questions I feel like I want to say something now, but even though we know a zombie apocalypse is never going to happen, right? At least if it does happen, let it not happen when I'm here, right? It's like, you want to say yes, and you want to describe the type of person you want to say yes to and who you would help, the stranger, but that could be a trap, right? So you don't want to fall into any traps in the zombie apocalypse, but at the same time, thinking about it to The Walking Dead and Glenn, if Glenn never helped the stranger, there would be no iconic zombie surviving group that we know of, right? So, I don't know, man. It really just depends. Claudia said, but it's worth the watch. It's incredible. They survived. Okay, I'll definitely check it out for sure. I do like watching documentaries. Sometimes I'll be on Netflix, and instead of like watching like a fun TV show, I'll watch a documentary, and they're definitely enjoyable. So I'll definitely check it out for sure. Love Positive said, is survival more important than morality in the apocalypse? I don't know. Survival more important than morality? Depends on the person. Depends on the person. I don't know. Survival more important than morality? I don't know. That could be interpreted in many different ways. Because, like, what if a little kid is a zombie? It's not morally right to like, take out the kid. But, like, if it's a zombie kid, if I take out the zombie kid, then I'm going against my morals, but I'm also surviving, right? So, like, I don't know. It's like a it's like a two-thing response, right? Like, if in a zombie apocalypse, if I was still there, like, I would still be uniquely Mia, right? But I don't want to, like, if I okay, I always say I don't want to survive, but if I had to survive, I would probably have to do, like, a Carol on y'all. Like, I would have to turn into a Carol. That's the only way. Like, if I was like, hey, it's a zombie apocalypse, and I decided that for some reason I want to stick this through and survive, I gotta turn into a Carol. That's the only way. That's the only way you're surviving, right? And you saw what Carol did, right? But, like, I mean, that's the only way. Like, you gotta, like, people in the zombie apocalypse in general, guys, they develop those extreme mental health conditions. They really do. And they all do some morally questionable things, right? I always talk about Rick Grimes. As I said in the past, I'll say it one more time. Rick Grimes is not a good character. He's terrible. Rick Grimes is bad. Rick Grimes is probably worse than Negan, honestly. But the only reason why most Walking Dead fans, right, is going to like Rick Grimes is because the writers gave us his backstory. The writers, we understand why Rick is doing what he's doing. We understand why Rick is doing these morally questionable things, right? So in the zombie apocalypse, it's like everybody, your enemies develop a mental health condition, you develop a mental health condition. The only way to survive sometimes is to do those morally questionable things, which is really, so yeah, in the apocalypse, it's like your morals are to survive, right? And it's just depending on, like, who you encounter and what context you're looking at it, right? It's like, it's the way I like to describe it, right? It's like I read a lot of books sometimes, and sometimes when I read books, it's like sometimes we got the hero winning in the book, sometimes we got the villain winning in the books, right? And it's like, you see in the book that this person is a villain, but I want the villain to win because we understand why the villain is doing what they're doing, right? It's the same thing with The Walking Dead, right? Rick is a villain. Negan is a villain. All the groups are a villain. It's just some villains do terrible things. I will say, shout out to Rick and his team. They never ate humans. Now that's messed up. There are some people who ate humans in The Walking Dead, right? So there's levels to morality in The Walking Dead and in the zombie apocalypse, and that develops because of those extreme mental health conditions, right, that people have and what they had before, right? So yeah, that's how I see it, honestly. Claudia said, but it is Spanish. I recommended watching it in Spanish. Oh, okay, and put the English subtitles. Okay. All right, I think I took a picture of it earlier. Let me take another picture of the TV show, and I'll check it out. Okay, Society of, okay, the Snow, and watched in Spanish, you said. Okay, definitely do that. Read that. What would be the hardest thing for you to give up? In the zombie apocalypse, depending on what location I am, my mom, which is why I'm not surviving that apocalypse, another reason. Because if a zombie apocalypse happens when I'm at school, I ain't never see my mom again. Like, literally. She could survive in New York. I don't know. I won't know. I'm not seeing her again. Because literally, it would be physically impossible to get there. And even if I get there, by that point in time, she probably would have moved locations. How do I know where you are, right? So, yeah, that would definitely be hard. So, yeah, I mean, like, not surviving. But food, showers, feminine products, food. Like, what? I ain't doing that. What are you saying? Hey, 21, 96, like the Joker, okay. When you watch the story behind it, you understand the Joker. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Like, we know the Joker's not a good character. We know that. We know the Joker does messed up things, okay? But like you said, when you watch the backstory and you understand the backstory to the Joker, you understand, okay, I understand why you did this, but it's still messed up. The only character that I've ever learned about the backstory and I'm like, you're still a villain, dude, I don't like you, is Cornelia Snow with the Hunger Games. The Ballads of Songbirds and things, I got the name wrong, but like that movie came out I think last year or the year before, and that was about Lucy Graybeard and Cornelia Snow, right? And I'm like, okay, Cornelia Snow, this is why you are like you are, but low-key, dude, you started you literally kept the Hunger Games a thing when it could have gone away because your girlfriend left you. Like, literally, that's why he did that, literally. Lucy Greatbeard disappeared on him, and he was like, okay, bet. You're gone, the Hunger Games ain't going away. So that's what happened. So, and, like, that's messed up, dude. So that's the only character where I ever, like, to my knowledge, like, where I learned your backstory, and I'm like, okay, you're not justified. That's messed up. You're still a villain, Cornelius. Yeah, you're still a villain. I'm not empathizing with you at all. Jackson said, hi. Hey, Jackson, how are you doing today? A few hours later, I have a flight to Los Angeles. Okay, nice. Well, enjoy your time in Los Angeles. I'm sure it's going to be great. Make sure to try In-N-Out, right? I mean, I've never had it. I could never eat it, but it definitely looks good for sure. Yes, we are still on, Evan. How are you doing? What'd you eat today? I know you said you had tea earlier. Did you get anything else or no? What were your plans today, Evan? Did you go out? Did you stay inside? Jackson, same question for you, everyone else on the stream. I know Claudia said they're going out later. What about you, Love Positive? What are your plans for today? Evan said, I feel like having a very bad food day. I'm trying to stop myself. Okay. Chips and sandwiches. Okay. Cool. Love Positive said, do you think humans are prepared for an apocalypse? No. They're not. You would, like, if you ask them, they will think they're prepared. We will think we're prepared. Why? Because of TV shows. Because we've seen that and we think we could survive that. But it depends. If we're looking at people from America who grew up in America, y'all ain't surviving. We ain't surviving. We're coddled in America. From any Western country, from America, from, like, Europe, if you grew up in those places, you're coddled. You're not surviving. Like, y'all don't know hard labor. We don't know hard labor. We really don't. However, if you're looking at somebody from Guyana, from South America, from a Caribbean island, they're surviving. They know hard labor. They know how to like work the land to an extent. They don't know how to do that. Their family members who know how to do it and who can teach them those skills are still alive, and they'll still be there to teach them how to survive. But everyone from America, everyone from a developed Western nation, you're not surviving. We ain't surviving that, right? We are not, because we don't know how to survive. You don't, like, 9 times out of 10, most people don't know how to hunt. There are some exceptions, right? Like, if you look at people who, like, teach their kids how to use firearms, right? People who are big into hunting in America, they have a strong chance of survival. But, like, for the vast majority of Americans and vast majority of people from Western cultures, no, because we've never had to do that. If you want something, you just go to the store and buy it. It's always been prepackaged for us. We've never actually had to go and do that hard labor to get it, right? And our immediate family members have never actually had to go and do that. But people in, like, nations that are not as developed as America, Guyana, you can say, some Caribbean islands, they've had to do that. They still have family members who have to do that, and they're going to survive that. Yeah, I'm feeling much better today, Jackson. My nose is still a little runny. Still a little runny, getting kind of hot now. It could be. I think I have the jacket on, but I'm feeling a little bit tired. But all things considering, I'm feeling much better than tomorrow. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll have to take one more pill. I'll see how I feel when I wake up. But I feel like by Monday, I think I'll be a little better. Hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, we'll see. In-N-Out is a restaurant. I've seen it on social media. It sells, like, burgers, and it looks really good, at least to me. So that's why anybody who's, like, they're going to Los Angeles, or if people on stream are, like, they're from Los Angeles, I always try to ask y'all about In-N-Out because it definitely looks good. So it's a fast food chain. Hello, D7J. You're pretty as well. How's your day going today? Claudia said, Evan, we don't know if an apocalypse is near. So get your chips and sandwich. No, that is so smart of Claudia to say. So yeah, as Claudia said, if you guys want to treat yourself to some junk food, right? If you guys want to treat yourself to a cheat meal, as Claudia just said, we don't know if an apocalypse is near, and you better eat it now, otherwise we'll be missing it. You'll be missing it when it happens. Okay, Jackson said, I know how to use firearms from your father. Teach me how to use. Okay, nice. Okay, you're guessing that you can survive the apocalypse. Claudia said, is there an In-N-Out? No, there's not an In-N-Out in New York. New York recently got Raising Cane's, which is pretty cool, because prior to that, Raising Cane's was predominantly, like, in the Los Angeles area, right? So I feel like In-N-Out will come to New York, but even when it comes, I'm still not going to eat it, Claudia, because they only sell beef, and I don't eat beef. Oopsie daisy, guys. But it does look pretty. But no, they have Chick-fil-A in New York. They got the McDonald's. They have the regular. Well, Chick-fil-A was new. That was a big fad. I don't really like Chick-fil-A in New York though. It tastes different than what it tastes like in my school. They need a Zaxby's there. They don't have that in New York. They need that though. Zaxby's will be good. Jackson said, okay, read that. Love Positive said, would you choose survival if it meant consistent? I'm not surviving, Love Positive. Yeah, we're just having this discussion like on the odd chance that I choose to survive, but I'm going out in the first wave. I'm not putting myself through that. Like literally, the minute I start starving and I realize like this isn't a choice, because I choose to starve. As bad as it sounds, sometimes I choose to do that because I don't want to eat the food at my school, so I choose to starve. But the minute I realize that, hey, my starvation is no longer a choice, and when I do eat, it has to be food that I don't like. No. The minute you can't get feminine products, no. What am I doing? No. My ancestors suffered enough. I don't need to suffer anymore. They suffered, unfortunately, enough. Like, no, I'm not bringing that into modern day America, modern day society in my life. So I'm not choosing to survive that at all. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm going out in the first wave. But look at people in the poll. So far we have a poll. 53% of y'all said that you would choose to survive in a zombie apocalypse, and 47% of y'all said that you would not choose to survive in a zombie apocalypse. Okay. So we're not split. It's not an even split, but it's close. It's close. Love Positive said, if your ancestors survive, wouldn't you survive? I mean, that's a good question. It is. But then again, it's a choice, right? Shout out to my ancestors. They chose to do that. There were people who jumped off the boat. I would have been one of them because I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that, right? But shout out to my ancestors who chose not to jump off the boats, right? Shout out to the ancestors who chose to go through those terrible and disastrous things. It wasn't a choice, but they chose not to jump off the boat. And I'm grateful that they didn't, because I wouldn't be here now. But if I have a choice, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, and it's a different enemy, right? Those enemies weren't eating the enemy was probably worse. It was not even probably, it was worse, right? Those are real humans who chose to do those terrible things to my ancestors and other people's ancestors, right? They chose them. Those were humans. So those people were much worse than zombies, right? However, in modern society, right, with me knowing the comforts of not having to survive and run from a zombie, right, I'm not choosing to do that. So yeah, I'm not choosing to do that. Jackson said, which one of you chooses a nuclear fallout or zombie apocalypse? Okay, which one do you choose? Nuclear fallout or a zombie apocalypse? A nuclear fallout will be quick. I don't think you'll feel much, right? Depends what type of nuclear. Like, is the nuclear coming from space? That will be quick. But, like, even if they press that button, I feel like that will be quick. But they have, I don't know. I'll go with nuclear. The zombie is just too gory for me. Like, it's too gory, man. But then again, nuclear, you could survive that nuclear fallout, but then you'll have, like, you could potentially have a lot of, like, what is it? Not casualties, but a lot of injuries from that. You can still survive. So I guess zombie. I guess I have to go with zombie still. It would still be the zombie apocalypse, right? Because imagine you survive that nuclear fallout. You could live in constant pain. Like, unfortunately, that has happened. Nuclear fallouts, to my knowledge, I think they've happened, but I'm not sure. I know in other countries, like, unfortunately, America went to those countries and they did some interesting, crazy, disgusting things, and people are living with the effects of that now, and you can see what their quality of life is like, right? So, because of that, I'll still go with the zombie apocalypse. Love Positive said, do apocalyptic stories suggest survival in is about living or about being human? I guess it can show a little bit about living, right? Not really about, it's both, right? You're asking me to choose one. It's really hard to choose one. But if I had to choose one, it would definitely be so more about living, because those people are deciding to continue to like survive for that. Do you like to cook or bake? I feel like I more so like to bake, Claudia. I don't bake often, right? Because it's not the healthiest, but like if I have a choice, I love baking. I love baking stuff, particularly when I was younger, like brownies. Yummy. Love making some brownies. I should make some brownies now. I don't have brownies now. When I go home, I can get brownie mix. Like walnut brownies, some ice cream are really good. But like I like bacon, like bacon fritter. Bacon's fun. It's really fun. I remember one time I had a school project to do, and I remember I chose to make cupcakes, right? So as a school project, but I had to change it at the end because my professor was like, or not my professor, but my teacher at the time, she was like, the sample size is too small. I would have to go outside the supermarket and give people cupcakes and get their opinion. I was like, I'm not doing that, so I chose something else. But it was fun to bake for the class. That was fun. Okay, Claudia, you want a bacon stream? Okay, we could do that. Well, yeah, we can still do that. We can do that. That'll be fun. Yeah, bacon stream. Excuse my brownies. Okay, bacon stream. I still have to get my free birthday cake now that you mentioned. I can get a free cake from Red Lobster, and I can get a free cake from the Cheesecake Factory. They gave me birthday freebies because I signed up for the rewards. I don't think it expired yet. Bacon stream. Red Lobster's chocolate cake is so good, guys. So good. Jackson said, we have to live near, oh, you live near one in Russia. Okay. What's it like living there? It can't be positive. I wouldn't think, but would love your take on that. Claudia said, okay, read that. Jackson said, my father and uncle have to work there 3 months every year, mandatory. Wow. Do they have like any side effects of that you're willing to share? If you're not, it's totally understandable, but how is that safe? That doesn't really sound safe though. How are they safe doing it? Because you can do something and still not be safe, but I'd love to know what your feedback on that is. Okay. But welcome everybody to the live stream. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, Eat With Me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. And y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So if you have any questions, comments, any concerns, feel free to type it, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. I show my life is like on the channel. I got fashion videos, the Eat With Me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. So right now, we were discussing the zombie apocalypse a little bit. So yeah, let's see what's happening in the chat. What are we saying? Love Positive said, how do relationships make survival worth it? Just the positive ones help you survive and I guess keep you motivated, right? And the negative ones are not that good. Jackson said, my father's skin badly affected by the thing. Oh no, that's not good. Claudia said, I might make gingerbread cookies this week. Nice. I've never had a gingerbread cookie before, Claudia, but they look good. Let us know how it comes out. Are you gonna shape them into like the people, or are you just gonna like bake it as like a rectangle or a square, the cookie? Jackson said, I also have to join them when I turn 18. Oh no. Is it like fake an illness? I mean, you didn't hear that from me, but like, stay safe, dude. That's terrible. Wow. I mean, be safe. He said your dad's skin was affected by that. So, make sure to get the protective gear. See if there's a way to exempt from that. And if there's a way to exempt from that service, definitely consider exempting from that. I do know that in certain countries, though, like they said in South Korea, it's mandatory to serve in the military if you're from South Korea. So I do know there are some countries you definitely cannot even try to get out of it because it's mandatory. Or move to a different country if you can. I mean, that's another way to do it. Okay. Alright, guys, so remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. If you have any other comments, any other questions that you would like to ask, get my opinion on, feel free to type it, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for y'all. I hope you enjoyed this stream. It was definitely a fun one for sure. We discussed it. We discussed how we would potentially survive the apocalypse. We didn't do my nails together 100%, but we did do this finger together. We put some top coat on this hand. So these are the graduation nails. It's okay. It's okay. At least there's something on my nails so it won't break. I guess I haven't been feeling much creativity when it comes to my nails. Often, we can say. But I do like it. Like, the colors are nice. I guess cohesively it doesn't go together. But it is what it is. As long as my nails doesn't break, I'm happy, and this is going to protect my nails. What's going to protect my... Wow. What's going to protect my nails? The Steel Hardest Nail. I do like this product. And as I said, the glitter on top is going to make the nail polish adhere to my nail, make it difficult for it to come off and harden my nail a little bit, which is great. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be back at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be discussing the movie The Thing. So if you want to discuss that movie with Uniquely Mia, make sure to watch that movie. I did link the movie for you guys. It's free on YouTube. So go to my YouTube homepage, click post, and if you watch, read my most recent post, a link to The Thing is right there for y'all to watch. So let me read up these comments, see what y'all are saying. Jackson said, you can't believe that. I see the uranium from too close. It's like a strong glowstone. Wow. Have you seen Black Panther recently? Yeah, but wow, that sounds really interesting. Wow. Stay safe. Love Positive said, your life is very informative, Mia. Thank you for answering all my questions. My pleasure. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And thank you so much, Love Positive, for asking those questions as well. You definitely did ask some insightful questions. Jackson said, your nail work is really nice. Thank you so much, Jackson. Claudia asks, do you feel it hard on your nails? The thing about it, I don't feel it, Claudia, which I do like, right? That could be good. That could be bad. I kind of have a bad history or a traumatizing history of nail hardener, because I remember one time I used nail hardener when I was younger and my nail actually fell off. So too much nail hardener is not good. But when I compare this to this, because this is the Sally Hansen Hardest Nail, when I tell you, I can actually feel... When I use the Sally Hansen Hardest Nail, I can feel it on my nail, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but if you are a nail person and if you've done your nails before, you can generally feel. You understand when I say when I can feel my nails being hardened. I don't like that. And when I use this, I can feel it. But for this, this is not sponsored anyway, though. But when I use this brand, I just used it yesterday, I don't feel it, which I like. It's like it just went on my nails and, I don't feel it. And that's a good indicator, at least in my book, because it tells me hopefully it's doing what it has to do. And they said this product, they said it hardens the nail, they said it grows the nail, and it shapes the nails. So we'll see if it actually shapes my nails. I'm interested to see, what do you mean when you say it shapes my nails? So I don't really feel it, which I do like. And remember, nail hardeners are generally around the same price, so you can use Nail Aid. I do recommend Nail Aid brand. It's like $4, $5. I paid $5 from Walmart, $5 to $6 I think I paid yesterday for this. It's a new one. And the Sally Hansen, this is at the bottom of the barrel. If you have no choice, then use the Sally Hansen, at least in my opinion, because when I use this, I have to change my manicure sooner rather than later. So as I said earlier, I can generally leave my manicure on for a week to 10 days. With this, I change my manicure in 5 days, 4 days, because I'm scared that my nail's gonna break off because I can feel it. But with this, don't feel that at all. Hey, 1314, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Jackson said, you can call me only Jay. Everyone calls me that. Okay. We'll try to remember that, Jay. We'll definitely try to remember that. Somebody said, Holy Order under Christ. Okay. Is that a secret society? Or are you like the Nun? Have you guys seen that show on no, are you like the Warrior Nun? Have you guys seen that show on Netflix? It's a group of nuns. They're a secret society. They learn how to fight, and they fight demons. But you would never know it because they're nuns, but they're warrior nuns. Is that what the Holy Order under Christ is? I mean, if you're a secret society, don't tell me. I don't need anybody coming after me. Because I know your secret about the secret society. We're glad you could be here nonetheless. You can like the video and subscribe. You're more than welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I got fashion videos, Eat With Me technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student, and so much more. For the remainder of 2025, I stream on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as long as I'm feeling good, right? I'm not sick, and Saturday and Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, see, I'm gonna wait a little bit, see if anybody has any other questions for me, any comments or concerns. But if not, I think I'm gonna log off for today. What am I going to do off stream? I have to watch The Thing, right? Because I have not seen The Thing. I told you guys I started it and I had to stop it. So I'm gonna definitely check that out. Claudia said I might not be able to join tomorrow. Oh no, you'll definitely be missed, Claudia, for sure. You'll definitely be missed. But don't worry. The live stream's gonna be recorded, so if you do have to miss it, if you rewatch it, if you like leave a comment on like what your reviews were about the movie, your thoughts, I'll definitely respond to your comment, right? So that's the great thing about YouTube. I really appreciate you guys when you're on the stream, and you're definitely missed when you're not here, but YouTube records the live streams and they make it public for y'all, so you guys can always like replay it and get caught up. I definitely respond to you guys in the comment section for sure. And if you can't be on tomorrow, remember, Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be back with another live stream for y'all. And I'll probably do another spontaneous stream sometime next week, because my room, that's when we're going to get closer to move out. So I will definitely be like taking down tapestry and a lot of other things like that. My room is still a mess. And it's like, I keep saying it's a mess, but I can't really do anything about it because I'm moving out. And they have a whole bunch of stuff on the floor. It's really bad, guys, really bad. But that's next week's problem, right? So thank you for being here. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, 1314. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Love Positive. Thank you, Syria. Excuse me. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Cats and Pokemon. Thank you, Cam. Excuse me. Who else was here? Thank you, 2196. Thank you, River Love. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you, Cute. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Curly Head. I know I didn't shout out everybody who was on the stream today, but thank you, everyone who was on the stream today. I really did appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for engaging with the content. Thank you so much for your donations and super chats and your time. Thank you, guys. What are we saying? Jackson said, are there mornings in the U.S. right now? Yeah, we have mornings in the United States. What are you saying? What about Zack Ryder? Who's that? I don't know who that is. But thank you, everyone, for being here. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. And if you want more of Uniquely Mia after the live stream, all you have to do is go watch some of my Full Nutritional YouTube videos, some of my YouTube shorts, and prior live streams. My most recent Full Nutritional YouTube video, my mom took me to Atlantic City for my birthday weekend. So definitely go and check that video out. Hey, how are you doing, Amid? Glad you could be here. Welcome. Okay, you just spam with highs. Welcome. So yeah, so definitely go and watch that Full Nutritional YouTube video if you haven't already. I think it's pretty good, so everyone should definitely go and check it out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay positive, and as Queen Mother, Uniquely Mom always says, don't let anyone rob you of your joy. Hey, the after hours, glad you could be here. All right, so I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.